All right, guys, this is the NASCAR Cup Series Hollywood Casino 400 Kansas live race reaction. Yeah, I have a feeling this race is going to be really good. So, hey, man, my favorite driver, Denny Hamlin, he starts second right beside his teammate, Chris Briscoe. Man, I 23-11 Racing, man. They just had a better qualifying session. They had a better qualifying session than last week. So yeah, they're starting up in a pretty good spots. So, yeah. Kansas live race reactions, folks. Really excited to see what this race brings us. This is the second race of the round of 12. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Blaney's already locked in. He's the only driver who's currently safe. So, Chase Briscoe on the pole, by the way. I don't know if I already said that or not. Go ahead and bring up the live leaderboard. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. It'd be really cool if Denny Hamlin wins just 2 days before my birthday. That would be awesome. And I say my playoff prediction that Chase Elliott's going to win this race today.
Who has been victorious here and is feeling confident alongside Ty Gibbs. Row 5, Ross Chastain, another driver who has gone to victory lane here in Kansas. He likes his chances alongside Eric Jones. And then William Byron and Tyler Reddick on row 6.
I got Denny Hamlin's radio scanner.
Such a great run last weekend, and Noah Gregson. As we check in with Kim Coon. Kimmy?
Well, despite having won this race in 2023, Tyler Reddick has finished 17th or worse in the last 3 races at Kansas. And as much as they'd like to win today, crew chief Billy Scott told me it is easier said than done. The whole field is evolving, and you cannot rely on the things that made you fast in the past. There was some uncertainty after practice yesterday for the 45 team, and Billy told me they have made.
Yeah, both 23-11 racing cars are in the hole when it comes to points. They're 11th and 12th in the playoff standings right now.
All right, one to go here.
Row 8, Chris Buescher last year lost this race by 1/1000th of a second. Row 9, Alex Bowman. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman.
Let me wait till we get the green flag here because I know the scanner is actually ahead.
Row 10, Ryan Priest, AJ Allmendinger. You guys need a good run. Row 11 and row 12, Michael McDowell and SVG. After the green flag drops, they will have to serve a stop-and-go penalty for rules violation. Row 13, John Hernimicek, Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric going to the rear. Row 14, Zane Smith. And a lot of speed lady looking to finish the race off. Row 15, Kyle Busch, 2-time winner here. Dave.
Again, you mentioned Austin Cindric going to the rear. When I caught up with him today, he was in physio. Yes, doing those stretches that can help even a young guy like him, only 27, get to the end of a long, hot day here at the Kansas Speedway. He said his car was pretty good in practice. He called it versatile when we talked to him on the air, but then he grazed the wall in qualifying and had to replace some suspension points and get that car back to its race shape. Remember, he starts today below the cut line, trying to get points or best a win.
Let's finish off the grid. Brought to you by Valvoline. Brad Keselowski, a 2-time winner here in Kansas, and Riley Herbst. Then on row 17, Ty Dillon, Cody Ware. And then we get back towards the back. And row 18, Joey Logano, JJ Yaley, and Ryan.
All right, we're going green next time.
Out the field. Those 3 Penske Fords will all be at the back. Let's check in one more time before we see the green flag. Here's Marty.
Yeah, last week's winner will be in the backup car, as we mentioned, in Countdown to Green, and he could be benefited by a change that Team Penske made in the offseason. The change was to bring cars as backup for every team during the playoffs. Also, cars that were pretty much complete as much as they could be by NASCAR rules. Also, another factor in that, this car has been a primary for Ryan Blaney earlier in the year. So, Lee, oftentimes during the year, car will be a backup for several weeks. This one is a very good car for Ryan Blaney. We'll see what he can do with it from the back of the field this afternoon.
And how much progress can be made by not only him, but his two Team Penske teammates across this 267-lap race. Let's check in with Tyler Reddick, 2311, the pre-race pep talk. Here it is.
Excellent Carter, execute, proud of everyone's hard work, the team effort.
Whoop. All right, here we go.
Which sure would come in handy considering where he and his teammate Bubba Wallace are in the playoff standings. They're up against it. Our Steve Letard has made it up from countdown to green. He's ready to go for this race. The 2025 Toyota GR Supra is pacing the field for today's race. First stage, 80 laps. Beautiful sunny day. It's warm. You know that from being down.
So I was going to say, first stage, 80 laps. First corner, slippery. We've seen big moments right away at this race. I have my eyes peeled right away.
All right, here we go.
It's an event. It's part of the whole championship. It's in the midst of the playoffs. 30 races down, 6 races to go. This is the Hollywood Casino.
Green flag, let's go.
First days are going to be today in Kansas. Let's find out. Larson on the jump early. Briscoe leads them in. But look on the low line. That blue and white 5 HenryCars.com Chevy for Kyle Larson, desperately searching for victory.
You can already see, even on the first lap, drivers running all over the racetrack, the bottom, the middle, the top.
Here comes Reddick.
Reddick in that 45 car flying into the
Yep,
lane.
flying on the top there.
With Elliott up high. In the middle, it's Hocevar. And Christopher Bell down low. He's on the apron.
Reddick's good corner is going to help the 9 with a push down the straightaway. 3 wide, 2x2. Reddick, you see how I have to give up the entry. There are the cars you guys mentioned during the lineup that had to come to pit road. The 88 of SVG, the 71 of McDowell, a stop and go.
I mentioned when we were going through the starting grid, Carson Hocevar was the
Look at
playoff
Reddick.
driver.
He's just continuing to fly by there.
Hassling for that 4th position. Hamlin's got by Larson.
Let's go, Denny.
Hamlin is pressuring his
Go.
JGR teammate for the lead.
Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom, Denny. There you go.
Exit to the corner with a lot of speed. This is where the pass is going to get difficult. Trying to get underneath somebody.
Yeah, it's just-
Corners. It's just hard to carry as much speed as you can on the high side. Watch Denny Hamlin. He's going to run the middle of the racetrack now. Trying to turn a little bit down the racetrack, coming off the corner.
Jeff, you have to be careful. You and I have seen this. If you run
I just hope this race isn't as underwhelming as it was in the spring.
Everything's great, but somewhere corner exit, you have to blend in that way to the 19, and it seems very late off the corner off turn 2, but off turn 4, cars have spun out that far around the corner. Look at the speed that the 11 has of corner entry. He really is able to make ground on Briscoe. Briscoe's running a steady line, running that 3/4 of the way up the racetrack.
Toyota onboard gives us a couple of Toyotas battling out the front. Briscoe felt confident. Last weekend in New Hampshire, when he was buried in the pack and crew chief James Small made that 2-tight call that
go.
dragged him up towards the front, was a big that made the team a big morale
Almost.
boost as his teammate gets ever so close to his rear there.
He almost got to that left rear quarter panel.
Yeah, it was
That's what
close.
you're trying to do. You get to the left rear quarter panel. That actually slows the car on the outside down. He just couldn't quite get there, Steve.
Yeah, the bottom dominant in 1, or excuse me, the top is dominant in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, it seems like there's that middle lane. You mentioned that left rear slowing down the lead car. We've also seen that it tightens the car up. Oh, here we go. Now Briscoe has given the top lane to the 11. I think he had to do that. He thought he lost ground a lap ago. Now the 11's going to have momentum.
Yep.
This is Rob Larson.
Yeah, we have momentum here. Get to the bottom. Briscoe just had more momentum.
Denny Hamlin, who has been in the headlines this week, more so than normal because of the confrontation with his teammate Ty Gibbs last week in New Hampshire. Controversial moment, a lot of heated words, and there was a behind closed doors meeting at JGR headquarters.
I think a big part of that frustration, to be quite honest, is that they were running 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Yeah.
I just think that this is what
Junkins Racing expects to run to the front. And I actually think the drivers understand how to race each other at the front. I think the whole point of frustration out of the 11, Marty, was that he was racing Ty Gibbs outside the top 10 last week.
Yeah, and that certainly was a factor in his team, no question. Denny Hamlin has 4 Kansas wins, more than anyone here. But he told me earlier this week, honestly, as Kyle Larson looks to grab second there, he said, we should have had more wins here at Kansas. We've had so many mechanical issues here at this track. One of those was in the springs, Steve, and Chris Gale told me this morning, we had such a good long-run car this week, but we really focused on this short-run speed in this 11, and it's showing up here today, battling for the lead. There's battles everywhere on the track here right now for the top 3 and for the back of the field as well.
That's pretty interesting. 2 different ways of looking at it. The 11 of Hamlin focusing on short run speed. His teammate Christopher Bell feels like they could have won races, but because they didn't have enough long run speed, they didn't win. So both teams looking at their past experiences, trying to be better moving forward.
There's William Byron, who sits in the 10th position. Speaking of sitting nicely in the top 10 again, Tyler Reddick started outside the top 10 in 12th and has driven his way very swiftly to 5th. So a super start by the 45. Cars spread all over, bottom, middle, top. At bottom left, you see Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher. So now what Bowman does right here, he kind of backs up, tries to pick up the throttle. On the bottom right, you see Joey and SVG.
Penske cars are moving up.
Now, the 88's actually racing the 71 in front. That yellow roof Gamebridge car, the 71 in McDowell. Him and the 88 both had to do their stop and go, both a lap down. They're racing for position of the free pass, and the yellow does come out. Logano and Blaney have made up 4 positions from starting at the back. Austin Cindric has made up 3. It's going to be a long day, but we've got plenty of time. 10 laps into this first stage of 80 laps.
I would say that the 22 Logano, they probably don't feel like they have a lot of time. Right? Started that far back. They need stage points. Right? They found a way, and New Hampshire did a good job of getting a lot of points there. But Joey Logano, it's going to be very difficult to get stage points in this first stage unless they get a lucky caution day. So right now, they're focusing on how do we get stage points in the second stage and also get a good finish.
And Jeff, that was part of Paul Wolf's concern when I talked to him this morning, trying to stay ahead of the leader as they come back to the back part of this field, gain ground as they can. Now at lap 5, crew chief wanted a little bit of an update on the balance for Joey Logano. He said, not sure yet. Jeff, I don't know how long it takes to get
He's closing in. I'm just chilling.
But after only 5 laps, Joey didn't know.
Yes, it's a little difficult when you
Unpause the radio there.
And everybody's completely bunched up because there's so much aero issues. There's no air being pushing your car down, making downforce. So you need everybody to get spread out a little bit like they are now before you can really understand what you have. And on top of that, Steve, the track is the absolute worst when the green flag drops. It's dirty, it's hot, it's slick, there's no rubber on it.
Still 15 out back. Battling a little free in front of you.
It's cool.
Chase Briscoe had never led a lap in Cup Series competition here at Kansas Speedway until today. Now he's led 13.
2 tenths better than everything that lap.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Briscoe's still leading.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No game. No fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, on a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
Who's ready for a deal? Now you can order a footlong in the Subway app and get another for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP Rewards members. Just $1. Your favorite sub plus more. Subway, eat fresh. You go. All right, kids, let's go. Oh, hey, guys. Sorry. Hi. For a little more precise measurements, try Matterport 3D.
About 20 out back.
It's the true digital model of listing.
That's better.
Yeah.
How about kids? We're not doing the sofa.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away.
Logano doesn't win.
Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Day Deal Days.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place. Where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are
Full momentum here. Still full. Clear, clear, clear. All clear.
$6.
2. Nice work.
Eggs are, you guessed it, $6.
3. Drive away here.
Come with a side of pancakes.
20 complete here. 2-0.
Go to your happy place every day at IHOP. I'm gonna go with everything on the menu. I'm Braun Strowman. I've traveled the world wrestling for WWE. From hidden culinary gems, this to stay in my mouth forever, to hometown legends across the country. Wow. There's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it. Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman premieres Friday, October 24th on USA.
You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series.
Comes Danny Hamlin closing in.
Presented by Valvoline on a warm Sunday afternoon, and things are getting hotter for race leader Chase Briscoe because Denny Hamlin is all over him.
All right.
Toyota on board. Let's take a ride. Have a listen.
All right. Oh, Chase Briscoe on the lift. Here comes Denny. Come on. Yeah, Denny's there. He's there. Side draft. Side draft. Good. Clear. All right. We also clocked the fastest lap, too. Man, if Denny can just leave here at least 40 points above the cut line, I'd be happy. Win would be.
Copy that. Obviously making it live here. A little more than halfway into the run.
Oh, Bubba, drop. Drop back to 16.
That's the lane to 45, using through 3 and 4, making good time with.
So he says he can't hit his marks. What he's trying, what a race car driver tries to do is he picks points on the racetrack.
This guy's been third lane most of the day.
Right front tire at that point, carrying a certain amount of speed. And when your car drives well, Steve, you can carry the speed you want. You can put the car exactly where you want that speed, and it curves, it rotates, the rear tires hook up.
25 green, 2-5 green.
You know how you do that. You have to start making compromises as a driver, and of course, with that, speed comes out of it, but you have no choice. You just don't have the grip you're looking for.
One of the struggles Bubba has is up the road. There's 3 or 4 cars kind of stack up all the way here at the top.
For Lawrence Gallows, here it looks like.
Let's go down for seconds. So now the 19 doesn't.
Bumper, still in there. The lane low, still there. Clear, clear.
Flat cars about 9 or 10 laps away. The longer guys might run 40 laps, but I think if you're gambling, you're going to come in the mid to early 30s. Now, the challenge for the Penske cars all the way at the back is if they decide to come on the front side, the risk is they'll be 2 laps down to the leaders that haven't been yet. So they have to be a little bit more sensitive than normal on when they come to the lead flag just because you're running outside the top 20. Speaking of Ford, 33, we'll need to adjust is Worship in 14. It's Ty Gibbs and Kansas winner Ross Chastain, who won the Coke 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, mile and a half. Loved it. I asked him earlier today, I said, that was such an epic victory. You're coming from last to first. I said, when did you know in that race that you could actually do it? And he said, within the first 5 laps of the race.
Center's still a little snug. It's just extremity, partially injured.
Crash. He said, I knew that we could do something special. But let's talk about the driver ahead of him with Dave Burns. Dave.
In the red and white 54, that is Ty Gibbs asking Tyler Allen about there yesterday. which was a qualifying of 8, but a practice of 19. They said, yeah, we were good on our adjustments, smiling, proud of what they did there. And then the driver hit all of his marks. Do you understand the new tire combination was the next question. And he said, yeah, it pretty much did what we expected it to do. And so that translation, they hope they can put it today. They're managing these tire sets, getting the right inflation, getting everything just perfect for the driver. Helps the handling so much when you nail it.
As complicated as these race vehicles are, there's only 4 things that touch the ground, right? Those 4 Goodyear tires. And when a change is made, whether it's for durability, performance, sometimes just for production, that throws your setup, your aerodynamic balance. Everything just kind of into a tailspin. Because when I talk to every engineer, every crew chief in the garage, the tire data, the information provided to these teams to run through the sim, that's still the black magic. It's the organization that figures that out the quickest that seems to have the most success. And those challenges that you talk about create opportunities. So we spend a lot of time focusing on the playoff drivers. The 2 drivers had a good start for this race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47 car, Noah Gregson in the 4 car. You talked about new tires.
Clear, all clear, all clear.
Trouble is, well, with that becomes the ability for newer teams, younger teams.
30 complete, 3-0 green.
Try something different. And sometimes that stuff works. And you're seeing that with these 2 teams right here.
Last handful of races, Noah Gregson's had 14th and a 16th. Last weekend, he ran well as well. Hamlin leads the way.
All right.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. I love you. Stream the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with 5G network, Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at
5 just got around the 19, half a straightaway back.
Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right. Buy 1 hand smash Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of Burger Deeds. Buy 1 get 1 free in the Sonic app.
Cod's last sale of the summer is almost over. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until September 29th. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss your last chance to save up to 30%. Look at cods.com. Don't miss Ashley's Super Sleep Weekend, September 26th through the 29th. For 4 days only.
So far, nothing pretty much happened other than Denny Hamlin got the lead from Briscoe. And it looks like right here I'm seeing Larson up close to Chase Briscoe here. Yep.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance for safety.
Looks like Larson is right there. He's right there battling with Briscoe. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be clear here. Yep.
Speed things? And the control room sentiment. Only paying for what you need.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 ultimate apps with 3 ultimate dipping sauces. Create your own Applebee's Ultimate Trio with over 80,000 combinations. All for the ultimate price of $14.99.
We represent people at the worst stage of their lives, not ourselves. We need to drop this case. We're feeling this the biggest crime in the state.
We do not surrender. Baby step. Johnny Ray Black was murdered. They knew about it. They covered it up.
If you want to screw the people who
Oh, bubble on pit road. That's not good. I'm not sure if it's so green. Something's off. I'm not sure if it's green flag pit stops or what it is.
And we are back at Kansas Speedway. Green flag shots underway.
Oh, okay. I thought something was wrong for Bubba. I know he was going towards falling back.
Went from 7th to 19th on that opening run. That was frustrating. But that's more reason to be on the front side of the pit stop. If you feel like you're losing time,
Cindric on pit road. Here's AJ Allmendinger.
Pitting this time, pitting this time.
Back, Dave. But picking up spots, Steve, 14 spots picked up since the green flag fell this afternoon. So the driver gets 4 good here.
This time, small tug to the left when they come to the left side. Plenty good out back.
The choreography
At your mark. Now.
the top of the screen into sight. Here they come.
Second, all green.
7 to 10 out.
All green. Here.
Logano, the Penske teammate to Cindric, also on pit road, Dave.
So Logano said that his car was free into the corner before it loaded up. So as it's getting ready to squat down, there's that looking like Steve into the corner, just a little bit too loose for Logano. So let me get adjustments here.
10 away. Now 5.
Rear tire change.
2, 1. Wilson, trail break.
Running at pit road speed, coming down the surface of the screw, the 9-inch. Yeah.
There's Chase
Yeah,
Elliott.
Tyler Reddick, he made quick work of track position on the green, hitting from the fifth position.
All the way out.
Well, he did.
Second gear here. All green. Green. Dig. Hard as you can go.
You see Christopher Romero at the bottom of your screen. Says, let me stop. You see there's okay now. The worst.
About 20 back to the 5.
Balance is good.
10 back to the 5. Clear 1 lane. He's 2 right in your mirror. 3 back. 2 back. Bottom of 3. 1 outside. Just 1. You're clear.
Once I got up behind those two Gibbs cars, he lined up second when he was coming to pit road. Chase Briscoe said, I was really
10 back to the 9 and 45.
short and had a small vibration at the end of the run. What a great look at that number 1 pit stop.
42 to go in the stage. 4-2.
He told his crew just before he entered the 24 car, I'm pretty deep in the run for William Byron. You may notice during that last break in non-stop that Kyle Larson got his way back by Briscoe and he's easily beaten him off pit road. Here comes Hamlin, Marty.
Yeah, once he got the lead, he wound up leading.
So yeah, Denny Hamlin's pissed out here. Let's see.
He said the car was just a little bit too edgy once he got out front, but that was his only complaint when he was in traffic. It was very good. Hamlin has a new tire receiver and a new track man this weekend because of the suspension of his.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the suspension. Yeah. For what happened at Bristol. Yeah, that goes into effect for this week and next week. Yep.
When the cycle finishes, will be the leader if he can hold off the 11. See if Denny Hamlin with these newer tires that are 1 lap newer. See if he can get the lead back in these next few corners.
Hopefully. Larson just overtook us in green flag pit stops.
Trying to save a lap, really, is what a group of these guys do. You run long, dip, and that way if you catch a yellow, you're looking great. Or you just run the lap 40. The math says 40-40. Split 80 up down the middle. Kyle Larson got quite the treat on Friday when he got to visit with Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and others. And said he was blown away by the workload and just how they structure things. And he said we all sit at home and watch the NFL as we go on board with Chase Briscoe pretty close here. Oh, the guy with a big slide up in front of 45.
You and him. Still there.
5.
Up there full.
Just, that's it all.
Momentum him.
You need to battle up ahead. You see him off.
Clear by 1. By 1. By 1. By 1. By 1. By 1. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. By 1. Half. Quarter. Right on you.
From the back in this backup car is slow, and the box will be only to get over 2-3, especially at the end of the week.
Clear.
Top box is Denny Hamlin.
Nice work. Has not cycled. You'll be the leader when it does.
Hamlin described the last mile and a half at Charlotte Motor Speedway as wildly entertaining and said we're going to see more of that today. And I really think if you're a crew chief, you need to take note of what happened to the 11 of Hamlin. He easily had the lead, 2.5 seconds. You see on the bottom left.
We just have a freaking fast car,
Not
man.
bad, 3/4 of a second, but you add that in with 1 lap fresher tires on Larson, that's about a 2 or 2.5 second advantage. So now your 2.5 second lead is gone, and it's not just
Then he's rolling the bottom. He's there. Then he's there.
But definitely takes some life out of the tires trying to do it. Side by side battle for the lead, 3 wide.
Yeah.
The third.
Oh, Elliott, Reddick, and Briscoe.
And Chase Briscoe, and here comes Christopher Bell. Bell's arrived on the scene. Super swift.
Clear. Alrighty.
Still there. Still there.
Continuing to move.
Barely up there. You are the leader. Clear, clear, all clear.
I think it's battle. Christopher Bell trying to make the middle work.
35 to go in the stage. 3-5.
And Reddick on the inside of Chase Briscoe.
Clear by 1. All clear. Finisher bin. All good exit.
That's where Chase is, so Connor's only choice. Still be a little more even on the short run.
Okay, copy.
All the way to the bottom, Chase Elliott to the wall.
Still waiting on Brad Keselowski to come down pit road as he ostensibly leads this race, but is yet to pit. So behind him is Hamlin, Larson, Briscoe, Reddick, Bell, and Chase Elliott. First on playoff driver Carson Osaba. Here
Right.
is Keselowski finally, Kim.
Yeah, Jeremy Mullins appreciate keeping his driver out long. No major complaints, especially relative to the field. Driver saying tight center was his biggest problem, but entry and exit, he said, we're good. I don't want big changes on the 6.
And Car Bell really interested to see what he has if he could ever get by Reddick. I thought he, in practice yesterday, certainly had one of the best cars. My conversation with him this morning, he felt really good about it. But again, a little different look from him this week in regard to. Let's
44 blended bottom up here.
see if we can get a win with a little different philosophy. Drives in a corner, just is able to clear Reddick. Now Reddick, we're trying to turn back underneath it, but I don't think he has the pace to do it.
Yep, Reddick's gonna. So he can take it to the low by side. Oh,
Tyler Reddick is having the day that he needs because he's in such a tough points position. Below that cut line is a win on the line. Well, that's exactly what Hamlin's
Door. Bumper. Clear.
11. And as we see deeper, it is the most successful number in NASCAR history. And Denny's won all 59 of his. How about Hall of Famer and Cup champion Jarrett?
man, 60's right there. 60 is right there.
French toast nibblers, breakfast nachos.
Actually, I was thinking about heading up only because I want to beat the traffic.
My brother's sleepovers the next day. Let's go to the game's on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compliment. What? Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sportsman without Xfinity, without multi-view?
The best college and pro games all in one place. I'm not going anywhere.
Have you tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe, but I can't tell you, but I think you're going to be at.
It's Subway's new Fresh Picnic, featuring the grilled chicken and avocado, 35 grams of protein, full serving of veggies, and our bomb on Chipotle sauce.
5 back. You maintain to the center. He's doing a little more turn down than you are. That's where he gains.
Fresh, feel good.
5 to the bottom now. Very bottom. 3 to the very bottom.
Choose Chad.
COPD is an ugly.
Still 3.
I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trilogy helped us see things on.
Still 3. Turns down now. A lane lower than you right now.
He keeps airways open for a full 25
No gain that time. 2.5.
reps.
Spin bottom through 3 and 4.
Improves the lung function, so he can breathe
2 to the bottom.
all day and night.
1 to the bottom.
It's rescuing him for sudden breathing problems.
Half.
Condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than
1.5.
nutrition.
Clear, clear, clear. Outside 8. Outside. Outside. Files 1 off you on the bottom. Wrapping the bottom. They're making good time behind you. 2 to the 8 on the wall. You're all clear exit. All clear exit. All clear. 3 back to the 5. He's inside the 8. He's shortening it way up.
In triple header playoffs action, ratchet up the stakes. Throwing a kick
1 to the very bottom.
in the legendary atmosphere of Talladega Boulevard. And you've got
By 3.
Talladega. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Hollywood Casino 400 here on USA, and race leader Denny Hamlin's got company. Kyle Larson has arrived.
Behind you, caution behind you. Got one right in the fence.
Victory lane is today that day.
Caution car, I'll get you next time.
By the man who almost won this race a year ago, Kyle.
Yeah, with the track position, I just need to be tighter. No doubt.
Copy. Even for a yellow flag restart.
Larson getting
A little. I need you to work on the migration. Focusing on the entry. By the end of the exit.
Not been the year Kyle looking for. Thinking about Kyle Busch all the way. At this level, it has been a tough year.
Larson's right there though. Oh, yeah.
Shed is on board for the man who's had 35 Cup starts here, more than any other driver. And he raced here in just his 4th Cup race way back in 2004. He's a
Larson got very low on the apron there just a bit.
Right today, he's up against that back.
Caution's out. Oh,
Back is just too high for this pace, especially on entry of 1.
oh yeah, I didn't mention this last week, but he tried paying back Austin Dillon for what happened earlier in stage 1 in New Hampshire last week and failed miserably. Or later in the race. Forgot to mention that.
He was coming quickly on fresher tires, but was unable to get in front of the 8. So that strategy did not work out.
The road's going to be closed here. Closed.
Ooh. Oh boy. I think it said something about the left front, so I don't know if the left front was flat.
I just went down there, I guess.
He had just been to pit road as well. Yeah, so it's hard to say. Yeah, he had run long, trying a different strategy, and he just come off pit road. He said the left front blue. Really heavily damaged road at the end of the day for Cody Ware. Now with these drivers, not a whole lot of tires extra. 8 sets for the race. 7 brand new ones plus your qualifiers. That gives you kind of 2 extra sets for random yellows. You know, you definitely want tires. You have 18 laps on these, so new tires are a huge advantage. If you stay out, you'll finish probably last at the end of the stage. So everybody will probably put tires on, but as a crew chief, you already start to get a little nervous to think you can use now a second set in the first 56 laps of the race.
They just passed Kyle Busch. So if they did, well, he'll be in the first car on 1 lap down, so he'll get back in the lead lap.
Yeah, he'll take the free pass.
Yeah, the interesting thing is if these guys, Brad Keselowski, he had waited a long time. He's actually a lap down in that 6 car. He had waited a long time. He didn't want that caution. He had just gotten to the leaders. He needed to get back with his newer tires, get back in front of them, get back in the lead lap. Caution came out at the worst time for him.
And I just don't love that run so long you lap yourself strategy. You should have a predictor to let you put you right back out in front of the leader.
But long enough that you get lapped, you just leave big opportunity for trouble.
They were hoping for the caution on the front side. As you know, the NASCAR group is a family. We're a traveling family. And and that is Tyler Reddick. I think to go a lot of these players is going to stay in the playoffs and win a championship. But that part is quite the challenge. And his wife Alexa shared this on social media. After a run around for months with pediatricians, I knew what was going on was something bigger. Always trust your mum gut. Our sweet second child was showing signs of please pray for this sweet guy that God heals his heart. We've got Levi, and we're in the ICU while we get some answers and work on improving heart function. I usually don't share my personal lives, but I'm hoping that you take the time to pray for him today. So, needless to say, all of our thoughts with the Reddick family and the challenge ahead.
Yeah, I think things like this definitely put things in perspective. And so I asked Richie Billy Scott, does the workload or what you ask of Tyler Durden need to change because of this? And he said, right now, no. He said it was very much about getting through this weekend and then seeing if they need to make adjustments to Tyler's schedule to accommodate what he needs to do to prioritizes.
Oh. TV's buffering just a bit.
Make adjustments to Tyler's schedule to accommodate what he needs to do to prioritize his family.
Yeah, we think about competition, that your athletes focus on what you want, field on off. You want to make the playoffs. You want to you have a chance to win the championship, advance. But there are things.
So the reason why this portion is somewhat prolonged, they had to go and grab the Evel Knievel 51 area, and again, this is what happened to Cody.
Tire down.
Some sort of tire failure or part failure on the front. So you could have to either rub something or run something over. Either way, the result's the same. Hard hit for 51, but now that he's been removed from pit road should open this time by. It's been documented once already. I'm already downstairs, but remember Denny Hamler missing 2 crew members because of that loose wheel a couple weeks ago. They deferred last week. Under green, that can kind of be covered up a little bit. A lot goes into a green flag this off, but here on the yellow with the fire right on your bumper, we'll see if the pit crews can perform, Tim.
That's right. You see Christopher Bell, top left of your screen. He said, free it up a little bit, guys. Not too much, though, about a quarter number or a half number. We'll see what they do here for tires. They do have 4 on the wall, though, Marty.
But Daniel, so Kyle Larson, I know the 11 fired off better than you, but I really feel like we were going to be better on the long run. They're going to go 4 tires. Denny Hamlin said he
2 tires stop only. I see that.
He also talked about vibration. We had right side only. On the 11, 4 tires for Chase Briscoe. He said he was a little bit too tight and he wanted to undo part of the last adjustment.
Everyone took 4 tires besides us.
Of these 2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Just one race to go before another cut is made this next weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Roval, where anything can happen. And for those drivers close to the line, they know that they need a strong day today. They can't rely on heading to the Roval in a precarious position.
Think about your trip here. All these guys will be waving. You're the leader.
I noticed things changed.
1 to go choosing. 18 to go in the stage when you get it. 1-8 when you get it.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri. Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JPC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon wings from now on. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Push Guy, cold and smooth survival skills. If you encounter one, chances are
What's the call?
Fortunately, the same applies to beer. Head for the mountains of
It's been even, but bottom slightly better next gen area here. Front row.
It's hard to predict what will bring a person, but everyone brings.
520 and 19 top. 22, 54, 77 bottom.
It's just a symptom of something bigger. Question is what? Our patients think differently, so we need to start thinking differently. Claims she heard herself escaping from a reality TV set. I'm over. We're gonna help you.
Moves unhinged.
Yeah, that right. The police think you pushed her. You're gonna be here any minute. What do you got in your eyes? What?
You want a shot from out back to get you going?
Why wouldn't that be okay?
Yeah, push, mostly.
There's no doctor on duty. That was the patient.
Everyone breaks.
Isn't that right, Oliver?
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey man, bells get tight. 18 to go. Blue down here. Be on you.
Out of the 2311 team of 45 of Tyler Reddick had to make an extra pit stop because on the first pit stop, watch on the right side. Crew goes
That's not.
over the right side up. Watch specifically the right rear back here. What you're going to see is the jack look down.
Hold your line. You're clear to both lanes. Clear to both lanes. Top's going to have momentum pushing. Still good by half both lanes. By one to the top, middle. Get up, 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 up.
Well,
up,
now
up,
that could cost 40 points. Darn it.
Off of you now. He's getting swamped out back by 2. Hit your marks.
Okay, Denny Hamlin's fifth. Bubba Wallace is third. Reddick is last.
By 3 to the top with the 5. They're still racing in your mirror. Clear by 4.
Steve, you mentioned earlier about Denny Hamlin missing 2 crew members. That was because of losing a wheel a couple of races ago. So heads up by Billy Scott and the team. They didn't want to risk that. So you come back in and they've had to
Clear by 6 to the 9.
change on the fly.
So the 11 of Denny Hamlin and the 22 of Logano, they both did 2 tires.
So it's funny, same call, different opinion. Love the call for the 22 because he had no track position. Don't love the call for Denny Hamlin because I feel like
Clear by 7.
now you don't know what everybody else is going
I mean,
way worse.
we'll see what happens here. Let's just see what the result is. I mean, everyone else, the majority, took 4 tires, so I don't know if we were just being too aggressive or what, but have to wait and see what happens.
By 6.
Denny Hamlin and Kyle Lawson all in front row. We're back to race
6 back. Top theme.
to go in stage 1 here in Kansas. Now that's one way to make 2 tires work and get clean there. Great.
Clear by 5. 15
All right.
to go 1 5.
4 wide behind, 4 wide. I think that's
2 to 1
all.
lane lower.
Back in the pack and look at this.
Ooh.
Bell got a little
Still 2.
there. Right alongside his JGR teammate. Now he's got that inside run.
Momentum U 2.5.
I think Larson believed the 11 of Hamlin was going to get his wheel.
2 to the bottom.
Hamlin did not.
1 to 1 lane lower. 2 lanes
Chase,
lower.
play it with an aggressive
Still clear.
line.
Big move to the flat. Not out of bounds here at Kansas. He's trying to go for 4th, the second.
1.5.
That's when he drives it on his door.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin loves
That was,
behind.
ooh.
This
Followed you in. 2 back. Half a lane lower. On the bottom. 2 back.
There's a variety of lines.
2 right side tires.
Still 2.
Pretty good right now. The 22 is right there. The 11's been able to drive off.
Very bottom.
Woo.
2 back. 1 back.
Well, that paid off.
We'll see if that happens over time as you see Bell and Larson continue to
1.5. He's clear by 5 to the 5. Still 1.5 there.
as well. As Briscoe goes
1.
towards the finish.
1 lane lower. Half. 1 lane lower. Quarter. 1 lane lower. Still clear.
Ground they made up on that 22. Though 3 wide. They still gained on him.
Good exit. Be 2.5 on entry. The 5's closing to him.
Tires could start to hurt him here just a little bit.
2 to the bottom.
Orange Kubota Chevy contracted.
Still 2. They're racing.
Who won this race a year ago? He said to me earlier today, it's time for you to call
2.5 to the 9.
He said, I feel it could be today.
2.
We'll see if Chastain can defend his win from a year ago.
1 lane lower. 1 back. By 2. Momentum U.
Elliott's closing in.
Could be for the
Very bottom. Half. Quarter.
playoffs.
Quarter.
We talked about it in pre-race. They definitely
Still quarter. Still good.
need that race-winning speed. But Barty asked me what the key to
1 back.
stage
He stalled. 1.5.
qualifying has been an absolute Achilles heel for this 9 car in the playoff.
Very bottom. Inside. Very bottom. At your door. Bumper. Bumper. Clear. Clear.
I believe that was in the 19 after qualifying.
1.5. 2.
Yeah, Elliott's just full in the
2.5.
bottom there.
Dig out of a hole way back in the back.
2.5. 1 lane off the bottom.
Thunder front. And Elliott is having an awesome run.
Good corner there. No gain at all. By 3.
Nicely to Denny
10 more. 1-0 more. By 3.5.
Just an amazing call by Chris Gale that I totally thought was a mistake, taking 2 tires, showing why he's one of the best on top of the pit box. And
Still 3.
the 11, I don't know if he can hold off this fast-charging 9 and 5 car, but much better than I thought. And you mentioned Joey Logano back there in 5th, who
3, half a lane lower.
just continue some good laps. Maybe it'll work out. Hendrick,
Still 3, no gain. All about your exit here, man.
Lawson, now listen, they're a little bit quicker than Hamlin, but Denny Hamlin is a hard pass.
By 4 momentum, I'll let you know till he makes gains.
Chase Elliott continues just to chip away at Hamlin, and looking and working those different lines, and seeing where the 11's strong, and what suits that 9.
Still 4.
Bottom box, the Chastain Briscoe Hocevar scrap continues, talking about 6th, 7th, and 8th. The first stage,
By 5.
1 car Chastain. Well, this run by the 11 of Denny Hamlin and this 2-tire call is working out because the 11 of Denny Hamlin had an amazing start out of the restart zone. And Jeff, you called it live. This move off from turn 2. Huge run out of the 5 of Kyle Larson. The 11 slides up and forces the 5 to drop the gas. I'm a big believer. If the 5 gets by him there, the 11's in dirty air. There's no way the tires hold on as well. Denny Hamlin knows that. He will
Clear about 10 to the 5.
first lap like it means more than it should. Early in stage 1, and for that reason, he still has the lead, Marty.
What a restart by Denny Hamlin as they come to 9. They're going to Chris Gale with one for this call to work out for that 11 team. But Dave, remember what Hamlin said before that pit stop? We were way too loose right here.
No gain.
Turn 1, also the exit of turn 4. Can he hold Chase Elliott back for 9 more laps?
The guys talked about it earlier. Chase Elliott spoke of the fact that their qualifying efforts have been subprime, and that is what's costing them the points coming in. Now, remember, they after he pitted under the green flag cycle, he lost a couple of spots there, but is charged back to the front. That last pit stop, they tightened up the race car. Jeff Burton, you can't do what he's doing right now if your car is way too loose, and that's what it was before this.
5 more here, 5. No gain. He's searching. No gain.
You want the back of the car to be gripped up. Like, one of the things that happens if you get the car, the back too gripped up, now the front doesn't work. So having that balance is really what you need. And clearly they made their car better. Teammates.
1:07 to go here. Larson's going to try to go at the bottom here. Slow down. This could slow down Chase Elliott.
Love this spoiler cam.
And Larson's clear.
Looming in the background in 4th. So it's Joe Gibbs Racing and Hendrick filling the top 4 positions. And then Joey Logano in 5th. How about Joey Logano in 5th? Flat tire practice, traction diffuser off, qualifying.
Still 10 out the back. You were the quickest car.
Yeah, here he is as an opportunity to score stage points. Paul Wolf and Joey Logano. He's like Harry Houdini. Remember they do at the beginning of these races? They went from 38 to 4. Yeah. Tell us more, Dave.
So Lee, Paul Wolf's crew chief told me this morning when
This bounce is pretty good. Little free.
if I'm
Copy.
how this day started, they were desperate. Yeah.
And remember when we talked about the Wallace and NASCAR countdown to green? He was cool, calm, collected, said they just need to go out here and get a base hit. Well, some of that patience is eroding. Take a listen to the radio.
I want to crash. In a car 1 lap 1 on a restart, man. I want to crash.
So that car was not good for the first person of stage 1. They have not made it better for the driver of the number 23, Bubba Wallace.
These two right here, they are going at it.
Zane Smith and
Zane
Hocevar.
Smith was in the rear bumper of the 77 into turn 3.
Still good by 8. Be 1 more when you get here. 1 more when you get here.
I mean, it has gotten aggressive. This is over 9th. 9th place. That Hocevar holds, and Zane Smith wanted it. He got the weekend off to a great.
He does still work himself a little bit free, freer than that way.
Okay, copy.
Two young guys with plenty of speed and making the most of it.
Good by 7. No run. By 7 with no run.
Right into the top 10. That is really good for this 38 car. They have showed all year that they have some speed.
Zane Smith, I mean, he surprised me. I mean, I thought Todd Gillen was the best front row car, but apparently I was wrong. It was Zane Smith. He outran Todd Gillen the majority of the season.
Very mediocre. Now, he has the advantage to be mediocre where he came in the points, but you don't want to use it all up.
I'm talking specifically the second half of the season.
Stage points, Reddick as well. Just a reminder, all the way back at 24th after that pit issue, he won't be able to score stage points either. Dave, how about the 24th?
So disappointed right now for William Byron. So tight, he said, I don't know what to do with this. He was promised they'll get it fixed up on this next stop, which is coming up in just a lap, please.
He had a rough run here earlier in the year in the spring race. Remember, he came on turn 4 and almost spun right into pit entrance. So
That was about 60% overall of kind of what I needed. Maybe 65.
his spirits high as far as the playoff points are concerned. He's nicely in 5th place as they run right now. Stage 1 is almost done with the final lap, with thanks to Credit One Bank. And what a stage it's been by Denny Hamlin. Controversy last weekend, closed door meetings, and not a reluctance to talk about it, just simply we are not talking about what happens internally in our team, but there has been a direction established on how.
All right, stage 1 winner. Let's go.
Shut everybody up is to go out there and dominate stage 1, and maybe even go on and win the race. So well done, Denny Hamlin. 5th stage win this year for the JGR man.
2-time call for Denny Hamlin. Gets the stage win, but even bigger is this one right here, the 22. Joey Nagano running 17, comes in, puts right side tires on, finishes 7th, gets 4 stage points.
Great work.
Extra playoff point.
22, great work by the 11th. JGR and Toyota dominated that as far as laps led. But we've got all the big names at the front. This is going to be quite the fight.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms. With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. They're just okay.
I'm sure you are. So make sure you hydrate.
I'm settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. It can relieve fatigue and stop joint damage. And in PSA, Rinvoq can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B, or
Bring it to us. 4 tires going on the jack. A little bit of left-hand turn on the left sides only. All right, same deal. Don't pass the pace car getting on. It is open. Second gear, all green here. Ten away. Now 5, 3, 2, 1. All good. One outside, one outside, one outside, one outside. Line there.
of America.
All good, boys. I got you. Welcome to the team.
Price, 5 years.
One of us are undefeated together, so we're good. Yep, agreed. So obviously some guys saw us last time, and obviously we're going to put strategies on tires there.
Yep.
This is going into an open where you might run longer though, so I think it's favorable with what we have right now.
Done 2 more stages to go at the Roval next weekend. Pit road is open and it is super busy, Dave Burns.
The first one to hit is Chase Elliott. He has a nice, easy entry into his pit stop. He said that was better, but it's still not where he needed to be. Remember, he was loose, Tim.
Top right, Christopher Bell said I could definitely tell the speeder, and I think it hurt me on the first few laps, but after that, I think it's okay. So no major changes. Debating on what they were going to do during the stop code. New York Yankees was the call, Marty.
Kyle Larson told Cliff Daniels, honestly, thought the car's pretty good. Not sure we should make many changes. He finished the second in that stage. Denny Hamlin, who gets the stage win, playoff point in the bank for Hamlin. He said, I'm
11.9 second pit stop.
The car is still too edgy, but that last adjustment was 60% of what I needed, and Hamlin will lose some spots here on pit road after winning the stage, and the 45 on pit road in front of you, Kim.
That's right, you saw that almost run-in when Christopher Bell after Bell only took right side tires, so just another hiccup for the 45, which is not what they needed after an earlier mishap on pit road.
Let's remember, it was this exact issue for Bell at Darlington that ended that great run. Contact on the right front, damage the splitter. Almost the same thing again here at Kansas.
Darn it. Darn, Reddick. Darn it.
NASCAR is a practice system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the time. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship winners of victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now I you in?
Don't miss Ashley's Super Sleep Weekend, September 26th through the 29th. For 4 days only, receive up to $300 Ashley cash with select mattress purchase. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Friday through Monday only. Only at Ashley.
$70 for coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Ice Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the price. You want it free?
I'm gonna go with everything on the menu. There's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it.
Everything on the menu with Ron Stroman premieres Friday, October 24th on USA. Ready to find a mention? Heard the tale of murder? Come on, this is a terrible idea. Friends, what do you do? New episode Friday at 10 on USA.
Now, let's make this snooty lineup for your Team NBC and Peacock. Team who? S6A, Fritz. What's that? S6A, Fritz. Are y'all seeing this? S69, Tracy McGrady. No, they're the heights. S65, Jamal Crawford.
That's my team.
S68, Carmelo Anthony.
Wait, are they even the intros?
And S67, Reggie Miller.
NBA tip-off, October 21st, only on the NBC and Peacock.
Are we supposed to play them?
Things are heating up here in the NASCAR playoffs at Kansas Speedway, and amazing things happen when you enter the NASCAR Powerball playoff. Just ask Kansas Lottery player Francisco Javier Arribas, who got to wave the green flag at yesterday's Kansas Lottery 300. Francisco is one of 12 semifinalists with a chance to win $1 million at NASCAR Championship Weekend. Along the way, Kansas Lottery players are experiencing racing like never before, from meeting top drivers to stepping inside the garages. Want to feel the rush yourself? Check with your local lottery. Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR.
Wish everybody good luck. Cool competition. All right, pit lane has been a hot spot today, and this has been the most recent example.
Colorado coming down pit road.
Just bad luck overall, man.
Rebel was 2 tires leaving this quickly. All those contact, they both did a good job of working this out. Could have been much worse, as you mentioned, Steve. Let's listen to what they were saying.
Sitting here, 4 tires of fuel, most likely around the 20. Not a normal. Clear. If the 20 was taken too, that's what needs to be said. It is what was said. The 20 is taken too, it'll be gone. We got to check up one. That's important.
Trevor's frustration on the radio because he doesn't want to run into the 20. The spotter's in there. So in my experience, the spotter's job is on pit road until about 5 pit stalls away. Normally the crew chief then calls 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The spotter should give you an idea about cadence, and then the spotter clears it out. Billy Scott, Tyler Reddick, they worked together for quite some time. Fortunately, there wasn't, contact. But you can imagine the frustration. Remember, Reddick was running inside the top 15. Had to pit a second time because of the slow pit stop. Already has no track position. Now almost runs into the 20. So it's been a frustrating time. But let's not forget, this is back as loud. The 5 leads after 2 tires. And there's the 45. Same thing again. So you would imagine that this is something he would want to work on because now here he is backing up into the stall. So. And this is
Oh, that's what happened to Reddick last week. I thought they just didn't make just bad luck on pit road, man.
It's kind of like gas bill. What was interesting is that they knew that the 20 was taking 2 tires. So there was good communication between the spotters. Hey, we're taking 2. We know you're coming around us. If I'm the driver, if I'm Reddick, that's all I need to hear. Hey, he's taking 2. We don't know if he's going to be gone or not. I need you to be watching for that rather than telling me what's going to happen. Because you don't know what's going to happen. The timing of all that got messed up.
Let's show you Denny Hamlin's pit stop.
Yeah, remember a couple new pit stop members of this team. Right side up, right side's off. Look pretty good going on. Right rear going on. Some trouble, looks like with the gun. You see him bang with his left hand 2 or 3 times to get the switch over done on the gun to make sure it was tight. So a little sloppy, not super costly. You see him in the 3rd row, but a little sloppy.
All right, bring the fly back out.
Here we go. We have this Hollywood Casino 400 Christopher Bell on the inside of Kyle Larson. And Bell, who finished runner-up here in the spring, has looked incredibly strong today. He gets a little shot from Ross Chastain. Hamlin got into Chastain as well. So Bell down the back stretch. Here comes Larson. Chase Elliott's in the mix. Briscoe's there. Hocevar looked for the inside on Joey Logano, and that door was promptly shut.
Here comes Denny. Come on, make it a 3-wide bottom. 3-wide bottom.
It's slow to buzz both up and down. These guys are vicious to each other in traffic. And we should all restarts here at Kansas are a feature.
Larson in the bottom now.
For a reason. Oh, Larson, he's struggling down in turn 3 with tons of speed.
Oh no! John, you check, Priest.
And the 60 of Brian Priest. You talked about, Steve, how wild these restarts are, how aggressive it is. A couple laps after dropping the green flag. What's that like as a driver, Jeff? Do you get extra amped up knowing that when you're at a track like Kansas where the restarts are so crazy? Opportunity. This is what
Well, Cinder got all loose.
You got to get going. What happens here?
Oh, Priest just didn't lift.
Comes up the racetrack. Yeah. Gets into the side of Nemechek.
Yeah, Priest just didn't lift.
Trying to save whatever handling issue he was having, and he only had 2. Looks like it starts tight, and the back kind of walks around. Eric Jones is fully on the brakes. Cindric. Playoff driver Cindric sneaking through. Yeah, he looks like he got tight. Like he was in the middle of, leaving the corner. Just gets tight. Can't get slowed down. Wow. I take that back. The statement about the brakes, no, he was just wide open. Just stayed wide open. Unbelievable. I mean, look at the 2-car Cindric. Wow. Straight through the gap. Sees party. Wow.
That was in the teens. Priest and Nemechek were running 16th and 17th. Super close call for Austin Cindric.
Some pretty decent damage on the right front of the 60. On a high-speed track. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it'll definitely disrupt the airflow for Priest. Both will have to come to the service of their crew. When the roof flaps open, the diffuser flap gets deployed. Flaps come down, clean the cars up a little bit. I would imagine all the leaders will stay out. Maybe somebody like Reddick might come get gas, 75, 74 to go. Maybe they think there's some sort of Hail Mary of running the stage all the way through, or just, you have to be careful though, because even Reddick running 25th, as frustrated as it may be, there's still 9 cars behind him on the lead lap. So, you just don't want to throw away 9 positions. Super frustrating for Tyler Reddick because he was running as high as 5th earlier in this race. And coming from 11th in the playoff point standings, he leapfrogged his way up to 9th and just 1 below the cut line and only 10 out. And now he's some 50 points out, and he is 12th and last in the playoff standings. The day that was showing so much promise for Reddick has got increasingly more difficult as Johanna Nemechek and Ryan Freaks went for a wild ride. Back in a moment. Zoe? That's the one.
Today, you're meeting for coffee. And then before you know it, you're meeting the family.
So yeah, guys, the Buffalo Bills win today, 19-31. So yeah, we beat the Saints. Wasn't a dominant one, but I'll tell you guys my thoughts in my Buffalo Bills game review after my NASCAR after I upload my NASCAR race review. I'll work on my Buffalo Bills game review. So yeah.
Working
All
with
right.
the team in the shop, the company-wide meetings, to taping the Never Settle podcast. Jimmy's always on the go and striving to help the continued growth of Legacy Motor Club. To learn more about a day in the life of the Hall of Famer, visit Toyota Gazoo Racing North America and Legacy Motor Club social media. Let's talk more about the 11 of Denny Hamlin with Barney Snyder. What you got, mate?
Been a terrific day for Hamlin so far. He's led 57 laps and also had a couple of outstanding restarts, the last 2 restarts. But is there an issue with the 11 car? Listen to the radio just moments ago.
Throttle did just stick under caution here. I think we're on the pedals and going.
So no panic yet in the 11 Camp Steve, but I want to go back to what Denny talked to me about yesterday. They have had such a great car here in Kansas over the years, and in the spring, they were a really good car in the spring. They had a clutch issue, but he said, we have had so many mechanical issues here in Kansas. If you're Chris Gale, how concerned would you be with what just happened on the 11?
We're absolutely concerned, not only for the potential impact of the playoffs, but just what that means for a driver at a track where you can kind of roll out of the gas at 185 miles an hour. It's a dangerous situation. And you can almost hear Jeff Denny's voice in the tone, not the fear of, hey, the throttle's sticking, but the sheer kind of crushing disappointment of, man, please tell me this isn't going to be a bigger issue.
Yeah, there's the obviously concern of it sticking wide open and the car not slowing down entry. You can shut it off, slow the impact down. But what if it's sticking 10%, 20%? That completely changes the way your car drives.
Oh my gosh. Hope that's not the case, man.
Back on pit road, leaving a clear track for a take two opportunity for Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson. Here we go. Stage two back underway here in Kansas. Great restart, Christopher Bell. The Hendrick teammates are helping each other. Hamlin sees his teammate disappear. And how about Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in that bright green 47?
And Briscoe made 3 wide, jumped on the outside of Chastain. Those guys are still 3 wide.
All right.
On board with Briscoe return, on board. You see that orange Chastain ride right in front of him. How about Bubba Wallace right there? And then Logano 3 wide. Blaney has slowly but surely inched his way in this backup car up inside the top 15.
That was efficient work. That was methodical, efficient by these Penske drivers. Not only last week's winner Ryan Blaney, but Joey Logano on his left. And then Austin Cindric's a little further back, but at least he's in the
Larson to the inside there.
5 car starting to look a little bit like Larson of the first half of the year. Kind of pre-made Kyle Larson. This is what we expect. Leading laps.
Here comes Christopher Bell with a big run.
The dirt racers duel at the front. Down at the bottom of the racetrack, he's going to slide up in front of Larson. See if Larson has enough momentum. He does not get to the inside.
Larson there going to the bottom.
Okay with this. Even if he does get to the inside, he got outside position on him.
Remember, Bell's on 2 tires.
The 5, the 9, the 11 on 4. Good years back on lap 83.
2 Toyotas and 2 Chevrolets fill the top 4 positions. And Toyota and Chevrolet have an even spread of the victories this year with 12 wins each, which just so happens to be twice as many victories as the Ford can. So Ford would like to try and change that over these remaining 6 races. Highest place Ford at the moment is Joey Logano in 10th. So it's the sports Vince Camry today for for Denny Hamlin, who runs in 4th. And today you may have noticed on the back of the car there's a yellow logo, and what it is a bright yellow stem and biplane. There's good message behind this, because Sport Clips was actually founded by an Air Force veteran, and they dedicated some space on the car today, a non-profit called Dream Flights that's honoured nearly 8,000 veterans in senior living and assisted living communities with free flights in a restored World War II.
Elliott to the inside of Larson. All the way down the triangle there.
And a great message.
There's Elliott. He's going to slide Larson.
Here comes Larson with a run.
Let's see what he does here. Yep, to the quarter panel. Now let's see if Larson returns the favor. It was interesting. The model works pretty good at 3 and 4 speed. 1 and 2, it's more difficult to stay on the model. Yeah, Chase Elliott just overdrives the corner, but that time Larson's able to keep position on him. Two teams going at it right here. These 2 drivers. And Motorsports has to be happy with the speed they brought to the race today.
For a couple, look at the bottom of the pylon. You see the running order. Larson 2nd, Elliott 3rd, Bowman a respectable 12th. We're hearing he's having a little bit of steering issue, but Byron, something just a miss on the 24th. So
TV buffered. Christopher Bell's gaining a lead though. Woo.
That's the second time Kitty has used all of the racetrack up on Larson, and we've seen those two go at it before.
Look at this guy, Bubba Wallace, is back. He is back. They've made the necessary changes, and he slips through on Kyle Larson. So, Jeff, you just...
Bubba's up to 4th inside the top 5. Let's go.
Feeling that this guy right here, Kyle Larson, wasn't just really happy when they let him slip across his bumper off, too.
I think that he's not. There it is. Watch this. Did he have really good momentum? Turns left on him. Just kind of slides on the racetrack. And Larson right here is thinking, okay, I got it run. Then he just takes it away.
Clear.
All the way.
Not that Diddy did anything egregious by any means, but remember the start of the race, how aggressive that got, right? So, twice. Drivers tend to put things out of proportion a little bit. They get emotional, get upset.
What a turnaround for Bubba Wallace in that US Navy Toyota Camry for 2311 Racing. He's got Ross Chastain starting to work on him in that bright orange Kubota Chevy. But early in stage 1, Bubba was miserable. He went backwards, big time. But the team have done good work. Charleston Ike and the crew have made the necessary changes, and he's back. And he's back, and he's fighting as hard as he can. He's 10th in the playoff standings at the moment, 28th below the cut line. And if he can surge his way forward and maybe be in the conversation for another win on the season, the Brickyard 400 winner, keep his playoff dreams alive.
A battle between Chastain and Bubba there.
Tell you what, this one car, Ross Chastain, they brought some speed.
Bubba with a big run.
They split its speed. The 23 going by the 5. I feel like this one car has done pretty well. They've given themselves a chance to advance.
So far,
I know one thing, if I'm a Toyota, I have the ability to see what adjustments were made. I am going through 23's adjustment list because it was a very average type of car, and it is turning into a standout car right away. So great work, as you mentioned, by that 23 car. 3 of the 4 JGR cars have led laps here today, but let's talk more about the 20. Obviously driven by Christopher Bell. He's done that since the start of 2021. But Hall of Famer Tony Stewart won 2 of his 3 Cup titles in it. Hall of Famer Matt Hansen won 15 times in his 5 years driving the 20.
There's some method to all this motorsports madness. A reason to all the shifting. One, they battling over a bottle of shit. You harness this, and put it in that, so you like this. Now,
Elliot's closing in on. Well, Hamlin's closing in on Elliot there. On there,
The
get in.
Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
When things heat up,
Ooh, there you go. Up to 2nd.
you want the cold. The cold lager, cold filter, cold pack.
For frick's sakes, I hope that throttle stickness just doesn't take us out.
I'm just not really ready to let go of summer dresses.
Okay, yes. A layer, a cute boot, one foot in the sand, one in the leaf pile. Summer. Oh, yeah.
Fall, summer.
Whoa, you want to put the heavier items on the bottom. That's the news, John. Right. Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan. Maybe you don't work here. Latte for Jan?
I think the two are solid. Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie. Jan. Jan as in January.
canned goods, OJ, root beer, and probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can protect you from becoming embarrassed, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Words of wisdom for the family.
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Boom, boom, boom. On paper, it's easy. Win and advance. But the truth, it's harder than the road they drive. 12 drivers remain, hoping to match dreams with destiny. And claim a car filled with history. The NASCAR playoffs continue in the Charlotte Roval on USA.
A reminder, when in Vegas, you can stay where the races stay at the South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa. It's the ultimate pit stop on the Las Vegas Strip. South Point, everything you want, all under one roof. Vegas is not too far away, featuring in these NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Presented by Valvoline. We are here at Kansas Speedway. Lee Diffie, Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte, enjoying a very warm fall afternoon. And it's been a fun afternoon so far. Christopher Bell in this ring Toyota Camry for JGR leads the way over his teammate Denny Hamlin, stage 1 winner. Then Chase Elliott, then Bubba Wallace with a tremendous comeback. And then Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, who won this race a year ago. Then Chase Briscoe, the pole man, and Joey Logano with quite the comeback from the back of the field to be running 8th. So let's start at the top. And with thanks to Homes.com, let's go through the field. We start with Christopher Bell with Kim Coon. Kimmy?
Yeah, Christopher Bell, this team had a 3-race point total for this round. They were aiming for it in order to transfer. Solid day last weekend.
Win and
For the last adjustment, they found that Hamilton got really good.
Chase Elliott started today just 14 points above the footline. That's why qualifying fourth was so important to put him in position to get those 8 stage points at the end of stage 1. But also important, getting this car
Close it, He's closing in. He's now down to 1.1 seconds. It's looking good, man.
Talk about getting the car right. They have done work on that. Bubba Wallace is currently running in the 4th position. Remember, he came in last in the playoff race in this race. They know the situation they're in. They're aware. They said it is not a weekend ender, not a mindset changer. It's okay. We know the car is coming out with. We have to do the best we can. They just checked in with Bubba, asked how the car was. He said, neutral. Leave me alone. Is what he told the team, Marty.
We saw Kyle Larson fall from 2nd to 5th on the restart. Cam, anything wrong with the 5 car? Kyle Larson said, don't worry, guys.
Fine, don't freak out.
Why does the TV keep buffering? Good.
no hitting here, no hitting.
No panic, and Larson sitting in 5th, and the car is really good. Meanwhile, this pit stop cycle happening right now.
All right, green flag pit stop started.
From the back of the field into the top 10, but he said he had a pretty bad vibration that was getting worse. And Jonathan Astor told him, he said, I'm going to leave it up to you. You decide when you need to come to pit road and play. He said, that's enough. So pitting here, and you got to wonder, 46 to go in the stage, Steve's taking open the window for everybody else.
Again, I have no choice. No choice, Martin, to your point about coming to pit road. We see now the 23 of Bubba Wallace, the 22 of Logano, as well as the 77 of Hosbar, Kim.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, he just talked about the car being neutral at this point. Never very angry for the first stage. Seems like they've gotten that car right from Bubba Wallace, Steve.
Trying to carry a little more entry speed. Both ends. That's what the driver was told by his spotter. He also gets these 4-track tires here for better handling of other BC William Byron coming down pit road. This car was not in great position at all. He complained on the radio. In fact, he called it horrible. That's what they did last time. Williams did not like. Also, his teammate Chase Elliott fits from up in the top 5. Elliott, we got 4 fresh tires with fuel here, Marty.
See the battle for the lead, top of your screen between teammates Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson coming down pit road. The no panic Kyle Larson.
Oh, Bell and Hamlin are coming up pit road.
As the battle for the track on the track also comes to pit road between the 20 and the 11. You see Chase.
Oh, this pit stop for Bell looks a little odd. Oh, 13 seconds. Oh, we beat Bell. That was a wonky pit stop for Christopher Bell, definitely.
Where's Bubba Wallace going to come out? Early to pit road, early to fresh tires, big advantage. That should be enough for the 23 of Wallace as he takes the momentum around 1 and 2 by the team owner, by his competitor, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin will settle in behind and try to just overtake quickly on the brand new tires. The full winner 3 years ago.
Bubba Wallace, man. He had a horrible start to the race, man, when it comes to his car, man, not being right. But
Tyler Reddick finishing up that stop. He said tight, especially in traffic, but he had made work of some of that traffic after multiple hiccups on pit road. It worked up to like the 16th or 17th stop before these green flag cycles started.
What a story it would be if it was not from last on the grid, but from the bottom of the playoff field to victory lane for the 23. Incredible. Getting on the pit road and had a good pit stops. All that matters for track position. Nowhere in the picture is the 20 car. He had a bad pit stop, but a great, watch this coming to pit road. The 11 car right to the rear bumper of the 20, jumps to the outside of him. Christopher Bell is coming to pit road. Denny Hamlin's coming to pit road. That was an interesting exchange right there. Then he follows that up with a 13.3 second pit stop on the 20 compared to the 10.1 for Denny Hamlin, or the 9.5 second pit stop. So look right here, they come in and around, but now they're out of sorts. The jackman's not in place. The right side's come off. Decent around the car, but I think all the speed was kind of lost on the right side getting out to
yeah,
the
Denny's
car.
going to go
4
squeeze.
seconds
Oh,
was lost from the
well.
20 to the 23. 3 seconds lost to the 11. The fill-in pit crew members on the 11 are doing what needs to be done. Not the best on pit road, but very solid, keeping the driver in.
23 and the 11 bowing out.
Mary Jones, uncontrolled tire. Legacy Motor Club has been improving the speed of their race car. The next step on this organization is going to be execution. So easy to say, so hard to do. But a couple issues on pit road already kind of derailed the 43's effort. What a fight here between boss and employee. Bubba Wallace and his co-owner and 2311 Denny Hamlin. Hamlin has said before, yes, I'm a co-owner and I'm involved, but when it comes to the drivers, I let them do their thing. Because I'm out there on the track against them. So I focus on what I'm going to do at JGR, and we don't muddy the waters, so to speak, between the two. There's a very clear line in the
It looks like Bubba hit the wall
between
just a
me
bit.
as a co-owner.
All right, Denny back to the lead there. Chase Elliott looks like he's about to take second away from Bubba. And I feel like the racing's been pretty good. Been pretty good. Oh, Larson's closing in. Been really solid. I mean, this race is full for, in my opinion, it's better than the one in the spring, definitely.
cycles through to the official lead.
If you and I had this conversation earlier this week about Bubba Wallace, you know, he's made the playoffs before, but kind of did it on points. This year he did it with a win. And there's just been a different mental fortitude out of this driver. He has confidence. Even when his car isn't good today, he was fired up on the radio telling what it needed to do, but I'm okay with that. But look at what that has done. The car has gotten better. The driver's still in the game. Now we're in third.
The new dad is like a new driver.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado. The highly capable Silverado 1500. Powerful Silverado HD. And the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready Trail Boss family, dependability goes standard. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
A triple dip, only at Chili's. That Chili's is a perfect basket of 3 Chili's favorites. Like the world famous fried mozzarella you just got a full. Or go for Chili's legendary sweet and spicy honey chipotle crispers. Or why not pick the classic Big Mouth bites drizzled in ranch? And of course, there's plenty of your favorite chili sauces to dip and dip and dip. Now that is one seriously good cheese food. The Chili's triple dip tastes all the hype about.
Push guy, cold and smooth smile series. To avoid going in circles, take note of recognizable landmarks. Like that. What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. Head for the mountains.
Who's ready for a deal? Now you can order a foot long in the Subway app and get another for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP Rewards members. Just $1. Get your favorite sub plus more. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
In my line of work, people are always asking for favors. Just the other day, someone offered to buff my brass for a deal on the roof. I said, thanks, I'm good. Then I told them about hotels.com. Members save up to 20%. With that kind of discount, you could stay at a place with a killer spa. Get a manicure, clean up those mitts a little, eh? Hotels.com. Members save up to 20% at hundreds of thousands of hotels. You did it. How can I help?
The Cowboys trading Michael Parsons to Green Packers are getting a superstar of superstars.
I did not believe that it would end. No. Life it goes on, what can you do?
I'll be watching that. I'll be watching that game tonight. The Packers and the Cowboys. Just curious to see how that's gonna go.
Here in the Hollywood Casino 400. Looking at Kyle Larson in third, Christopher Bell in fourth is the race leader Denny.
Like I said, guys, the Buffalo Bills get the job done against the New Orleans Saints today. Not in dominant fashion, though. We'll get to that in my Buffalo Bills game review later today evening. So later in the evening. So anyway, man, guys, Denny Hamlin, from what I've seen, he's the fastest car on the track. Like, if nothing goes out of control, if Denny Hamlin continues to be like this, if this is how the race is going to be, then Denny will get his 60th career win today. Hope that's the case, because my birthday's literally in 2 days, literally on the 30th. So it would be cool, man.
Tyler Reddick running in the 19th position, and the expectation for 23 London is to go deep in the playoffs, and they are teetering on falling short of that expectation currently as they run. Tyler Reddick minus 44 to the cut line. They've had multiple mishaps today. Richie Phillies back told me he has got to execute on all fronts. They've fallen short of that today. They were treating this like a must-win. They said they could not be conservative. They need to be aggressive with decisions, especially in the final stage, Dave.
William Byron was in the 22nd position. I told you he wasn't happy about his race car. This was a report before the last stop.
In the back alley, exit, nothing, no car, nothing. I have nothing. Honestly, a bad enough because I can't go off the corner at all. Terrible.
So he didn't like the adjustment. Rudy promised him we're going to do something different when you get back in here. Please try your best to keep that car on the lead lap. That may be a difficult task.
Hands full, to say the least. Currently running 22nd. Not the day they wanted so far. These guys going at it, Steve. Yeah, Michael Larson, big run off turn 2. Bubba Wallace knows it. Bubba runs it all the way down to the white line. Larson ended up getting by Bubba a couple laps later, but this was an aggressive defensive move from the driver of the 23. You know, the challenge is we just updated Byron back here at 22nd. That's the worst playoff driver. So a track where we have seen a lot of DNFs and playoff issues today, at least so far. Right here. I think he has the speed to get there. He's only 1.6 seconds behind his teammate and race leader Denny Hamlin. So keep that figure in mind and watch him just eat away at it. I'm the only one that thinks Daniel Suarez is run next to Pierce one lap down most of the day. Every time I see the leaders, here's Suarez fighting to get a caution at the right time, currently in the free pass position. That could be so frustrating. You just get a little behind, you lose a lap, and then the rest of the day, you're like, look, I'm as good as these guys. I'm running right next to them. Running good. Yeah. It's a mile and a half behind. Jokic Racing and Toyota dominated the round of 16. Incredible performances. So with that, here's the Toyota driver update. We don't need to really go that far, do we? Or Dick Catney, first, second, fifth, sixth. Ty Gibbs back in 16.
Start on home. Just really hasn't had, that change, right? He was really fast on short run speed, but it's not what we expected from him. But not a bad day.
That's the problem for Briscoe, right? He doesn't have any bad days. Top 10 in every race, run 6th here. Scored stage points, and here he is, 13 points above the cut line as we run. It's just the regular season performance matters. Winning a ton of races, scoring those playoff points, it does kind of assure some comfort when you get into the playoffs. He only has 18 of them versus other cars that have either 13 and 12 above the cut line. And as you said, Stevie's 13 right now.
We got 2 stage points in New Hampshire.
Larson the inside, chase out.
Larson's going to slide up in front of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's going to turn left. No, he decides not to. He's going to push him. That must be simply because he feels like the final Larson will win. There's no sense in me taking the battle to the 5 and then hold both of us up.
Henry Collins will come on board. Looking back at Chase Elliott. I want to say something that I started saying before and didn't get a chance to, and that was the words of Kyle Larson. The people saying, look, it's been a tough year. We've had personnel changes. We lost a crew member. There's just been stuff going on that has an impact on the team. And, he said quite proudly, we've continued to soldier on and push through and keep getting better. And going back to New Hampshire, even though it wasn't a win, it was a turning point. We said we're getting better. We're getting closer back to where we should be, where we need to be.
Talk about that 99 car being a lap down, trying hard to be the first car a lap down with Denny Hamlin just got to the 3 car Austin Dillon. So now the 99 is no longer in that position.
Chase Elliott, lead, 10 to 5 minutes. Seed in Hamlin. That's motivation.
I was thinking about heading up.
I mean, how can you call yourself a sportsman?
That's college and pro games all in one place. I'm not going anywhere.
You try to fix the clock. You're about to. Let's go. I don't know. That's the thing. I can't tell you, but I think they're going to be happy.
Who's ready for now you can order us along the Subway app and get it for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP rewards members. Just $1. Your favorite sub plus one. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Ever wondered how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Outlast the pack, and the first among the championship four, and you're doing donuts and victory. Now you
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 Ultimate Apps with 3 Ultimate dipping sauces. Create your own Applebee's Ultimate Trio with over 80,000 combinations. All 3 Ultimate price of $14.99.
McDonald's is putting value back on living. That's the value being cut back. We are getting ready to round the champion. Champions that you can come next. 4 title weeks, 3 days of interview. All weekend long. With Wednesday. And they change the town limits for the whole thing. That's why changes the Phoenix Raceway. Take your tickets now at PhoenixRaceway.com.
Series playoffs here in Kansas City. We say thank you to Tom Lane. The top strong force of Riley Good to show you a replay of something that just went down not long ago. Oh, just got tight lead in the corner. And come out of the throttle, still made contact with the wall. As you can see, the 5 Kyle Larson gets by, and 20 just got by. The Larsen's been able to leave his teammate behind. He's been able to hit his way from Elliott. And Vinny Hamlin, he's actually extended his lead. So it looked like Christopher Bell was eating into it there at one point in time. But Hamlin is working his way very effectively through traffic. He's done a really nice job.
At this rate, he's going to sweep the stages. A max point stage would be incredible, man.
Needs a little bit of a tune-up as good as they want to be on a long run. But earlier, you and I both thought it was 2 tires. Remember, last run, it was 2 tires. That's why we thought it fell off. Now we're just wondering, or at least I'm wondering, if that's just not the secret of the 20. Last 10% of the run, just hard on the tires. They want to hear another 48 at both.
Did Larson touch the wall just a bit?
This morning, he said, listen, the country audience, man, I have 1 goal today. That's in playoff points. Starting in the back, I figured I'd get playoff points today. So I turned this into an
to go through the motions and expect to be able to tune it up when it matters. So I think that test session concept, keeps the engineers, the driver, everybody with a very specific task at hand. Let's go prove we know what we need in a few weeks when we head out west of Vegas. Give a shout out to AJ on the Dinger as we ride aboard with Chase Briscoe thanks to Toyota. The Dinger started 20th. He runs in 11th place in his Pauling Chevrolet. Pauling Racing, congrats to Chris Rice, the former president.
Where's Blaney? Let me see. I can look on this result. Oh, he's currently ninth. He's ninth right now. He's behind Ross Chastain currently.
Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, this is Sainz. And this incredible performance in the shop pencil on Ford from Logano after just a very un-Penske-like Saturday. Not only for Joey, but for Ryan Blaney and for Austin Cindric. And they're very unfamiliar from a team perspective. Have all three of them grouped at the back of this field at the drop of the green earlier today. So look at those positions made. 28 apiece for Logano and Blaney and 19 for Austin Cindric. And we are nearing the end of this second stage here at Kansas Speedway. Just 4 to go. Now Hamlin's lead is just over a second now with his lap traffic. Bell taking big chunks off, but there's Hamlin right there side by side with Kez. Frank Kozlowski trying to stay in position to get the free pass. And there's Bell right there. So with Rigo, I think Hamlin still has space, but at a momentum track like this, if you get the guy to get you in the wrong spot, not like Hamlin is right here. If he has to chop the gas one time or get stalled out, that works pretty quick.
Just can't get by Brad there.
Let's have a look. No surprise, the 11th. Denny Hamlin. Hey, this is taking a lot of speed out of this 11 car on this battle. You see Bell close it in. That's about a half a second right there. Kozlowski's just not going to pull over. He wants to stay in this lead lap. And for the first time in this stage, Denny Hamlin's lead has been trimmed to less than a second. He's got problems too because if the 20 can get a run off the top, the 11 doesn't clear the 6 right here. Very important corner exit.
All right.
Oh, that is going to be the difference, I believe, right there. If he got stuck side by side, he was going to be in an awkward spot. He slipped in front of the 6. Actually takes the pressure off this final lap. He might be wondering why the 6 racing so hard, because he's going to be the first car lap down. He'll get the wave and be back in the lead lap, because the 6 has got to start the tail end of the longest line, as opposed if he would have been able to stay on the lead lap. He then could have started, he would have restarted 27. That is a big track position difference. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank, and Denny Hamlin has now led 92 laps here today.
And got sweep the stages. All right. Oh.
And doing everything he can do to make life easier on him next week headed to the Roval. If he can just continue this run and win here at Kansas, he's won here more than anybody at this track. He's got 4 cars. If Denny can do it again today, what a rebound from last week's fumble to his teammates. Silence the critics. So far, he certainly has. The winner of stages 1 and 2, Denny Hamlin, here in Kansas.
Looking really strong, guys. 60th career win on the horizon. All right, I'm back.
Sometimes I see great singers fall through the cracks, and I've never been able to do anything about it until right now. What is happening, Carson Daly? The Voice be tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card, and by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. It's an 85-degree day here in Kansas for this playoff round. Pretty amazing, quite warm and unexpected, but we will take it. And have a look at this. Timmy Hamlin taking the points that he's grabbed today.
That's awesome.
You can see a lot of guys in the playoffs have earned stage points today, but 3 have not. 3 have fired Austin Cindric, and also the 45, Tyler Reddick. No stage points.
Tyler needed them big time today. Started so promisingly, but some pit road hiccups, unfortunately, have put him in a tough position. Speaking of pit road, it is open. Here we go, Dave Burns.
4th place for Chase Elliott there. You saw the points he's earned on the day. He said it's the best it's been all day, but I still have the same issue. He needs it to live a little bit longer. He said, I've been making it work, but I've been pressing it pretty hard, Kim.
Ravel finishes that stage in the second
All right.
position. Said, I need a number. We probably should keep it on the free side, though, for this next run. They'll put 4 freshman year tires on it after a year pressure adjustment.
Need a better pit stop here.
It's not bad. This car is just very traffic sensitive, and honestly, I need to manage my runs a little bit better.
9.5 seconds. Boom.
11 has maxed it out so far. He said we're better on exit, now tight on entry, and that substitute pit crew, they come in with a lead and they hold serve here on pit road.
All right.
Last weekend in New Hampshire, we kicked off the round of 12, and boy, what a day it was for Ryan Blaney. We are 2 stages down, 1 to go here in Kansas, and next week in Charlotte, Queen City, it's the highly unpredictable Roval.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. That's actually an elaboration on point 2, but it counts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. 6, you can bring your own phone if you want. 7, also your number. Bring that too. 8, are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay. This is my commercial.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon needs family. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Oh, you want to put the heavier items on the bottom. It's not even a job, right? Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan.
You don't work here.
Latte for Jan?
I think the chicken marsala. Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie.
Jan. Jan as in January.
Canned goods, OJ, root beer, and probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us. Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits that restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
When my doctor gave me Breasttreat for my COPD, things changed for me. Breasttreat gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breasttreat won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttreat more than prescribed. Breasttreat may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breasttreat.
I'm gonna go with everything on the menu. I'm Braun Strowman. I've traveled with Paul wrestling, WWE, from hidden culinary gems. Don't this to stay in my mouth forever? To hometown legends across the country. Wow, there's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it. Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman premieres Friday, October 24th on USA.
spot for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs presented by Valvoline to continue. And what's it like? What's it like being a driver in the playoffs? What do they think about their chances?
This is our year because it's the strongest we've ever been. From a speed standpoint, we've been as good as anybody. If we execute, we can do it. Pretty much had everything go wrong, and it hasn't phased us yet. I feel like we're even stronger than what we've been in 23 and 24. We're battle-tested and better than what we were when we were winning races. Am I a favorite? No. Do I think I have tools and the experience? For sure. And did we manage it the best enough? Just the gains and the improvements I think we've made in the last 12 months. You got to be willing to go out there and grab it. So if we want it to be our year, we better go grab it.
Interesting to hear those sound like back to back like that, isn't it? Just their thoughts, their feelings, their honesty.
You work a lifetime to be in a position to win a championship. And you know that you're going to have to be better than you were even when you were really good in the regular season. You're going to have to be better because everybody steps it up. Joe Logano said it well. You're going to have to go take it.
Get it, yeah.
No one's going to give it to you.
All right, Mr. Burton, you and Denny Hamlin, you're in control of this race. When it's time for the choose, where are you going?
They've been to the bottom the whole day. Like the bottom has been the way to go, which is a little unusual for a mile and a half. It seems like most mile and a half people pick the top. But so far, the bottom has worked well.
I'm counting every point. That Denny Hamlin, I was sure he was asked what the fastest lap of the race was. The extending fastest lap currently held by Denny Hamlin. Lap 2 at a 30:57. I think, Jeff, you talked about how the track kind of gets better. I think Hamlin's thinking front row start. We won't be able to restart, but come around the first full speed lap and have a chance if he was free and clear on these new tires, Dave.
And Steve, coming into the day, the 24 William Byron was second on the playoff grid, 47 points ahead of the cut line, but they've not had a good day. So they lingered on pit road. Rudy told his driver that they had lowered the front end of the car and took a little bit out of the left rear. So, Steve, what are you looking to do to the 24 here?
Well, one thing that really changes the balance of these cars aero-wise is the front height. And the only way to do that is to take the front tires off and adjust the shocks yourself to raise or lower the car. So I would imagine it's a major platform shift that they're looking for the 24. So take the time to do it now. We saw the 6 of Brad Keselowski fight and fight and fight for the free pass. Well, then they unfortunately fueled a second time, which you cannot do if you're the free pass. We've had some fuel mounted races kind of fall into the free pass position. So that rule has been around for now years, 6, 7, 8 years. It's not a new rule. You need to know it. The 6 is going to have to pull over.
All right.
Basically,
Getting back to start stage 3.
Yeah, that's a mistake. All day long, it's been Junkins Racing versus Hendrick
Green flag.
Motorsports. It's that story, that situation, that scenario again. Stage 3 is underway here in Kansas. Hamlin has been the leader of this race for 100 laps. Is it Denny's day?
Chase Elliott making it strong on the top.
Not going to allow the 11 to get clear. And the 9 also has a big push from Bell. The 11 defends the 19. I think the 9's in position right here. Kyle Larson right in the middle. Bubba Wallace down low. Here comes Chastain up high. Or trying to go around Chris Buescher. Logano's on the low side. Reddick jumped down on the apron. Look at the 45.
Reddick's back in the picture.
He wants to be back in the conversation like he was in the opening phase of the first stage.
You picked up five positions on this restart already.
Nine already kind of being defensive right now. Lane off the wall. The 11 flag to try to get some clean air. You mentioned it, Jeff. The bottom has been kind of the preferred line on the restart, and that looked more like a normal Kansas restart, right? And the top was able to pin the bottom down. Now the 11 goes up the hill, loses momentum. Here comes the 20 bell. The 20 bell went to the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2. They just wrapped the white line like an old school corner, and it worked. And now he is clear, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's going to come back to him. Bell with the block. Now Denny's going to get to the outside. Let's see if Bell can make the inside work again. Does he need to go all the way to the bottom? There he goes. But he didn't enter as low as he did when he made it work before. Side by side with his teammate. Down the back stretch to 3. And Hamlin has cleared it.
Now, immediately, a little bit of a guessing game. Bell kind of paused just a second, saw where the 11 was going. He went to the opposite position. A win earlier this year in his home race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Boy, what a day that was for Chase Elliott. And for all NASCAR fans in the big state of Georgia. Imagine if he can win here today and put himself straight through to the round of 8.
That last entry, turn 3 was a masterful job of Chase Elliott by not doing anything first. He kind of drove in no man's land and made the 11 kind of pick a lane and then defended and slid up in front of him. I think the 11 was hoping to see the 9 commit first. Now he's far enough back. I think the 9 has to commit first. That lets the 11 go to the middle of the racetrack, which unfortunately, though, gives the top lane for Bell. Bubba Wallace and Briscoe, man, they are tight.
Let's take a look at today's lap leaders brought to you by Safelight. And I mentioned earlier about Hamlin leading triple digits, 100 against Bell's 38 and Briscoe 19. The JGR teammates dominating today.
Starting to see the bottom of 1 and 2 produce some good lap times. Starting to wonder if their top's starting to get rubbered up a little bit. Maybe not quite as much grip. Bell right there went to the bottom in 3 and 4. Also, a newer tire, Steve. Sometimes just a shorter way around the racetrack is faster. As tires wear out and lose grip, you start to use more racetrack. See right there, Denny Hamlin just on the bottom. Did not work for the quarter exit.
Let's take a look at Ty Gibbs and AJ Allmendinger. This was several laps ago.
And you talked about that block. That was a huge block.
And then 2 laps later, after Allmendinger was ahead of Gibbs, kind of returned the favor.
It's chaos back there. It is so aggressive.
Well, this second visit this year to Kansas Speedway has given us everything we were hoping for, that's for sure. Lots of different leaders, good racing right through the field. Multiple lines, beautiful day. Here's the man who started the day on the pole position in his Toyota. Chase Briscoe runs 5th, sits 20 points above the cut line for the playoffs. Here's Marty.
Yeah, they don't count out Chase Briscoe yet. They've made the car slowly a little bit better. They struggle on fire off, but so good on the long run. And talking to Chase this weekend, he said, you have to realize my time in this 19 car, I haven't had very many tracks where I've gone back for the second time. This is one of those places looking to back up a top 5 in the spring.
All right.
Making the most of his day after early issues.
This is good stuff. Kim at the front. Look at these guys. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin.
Come on, Denny.
84 laps to go in this Hollywood Casino 400. And any of this lead group, you wouldn't be surprised for any of them to get victory, whether it's Elliott or Hamlin or Bell or Briscoe or Johnson, or even Bubba Wallace, who's improved dramatically from those early issues.
With 84 to go, a pit stop still required. To your point, Jeff, I think that is going to be an absolute moment in this final run. Not only the pit stop, as Jeff pointed out earlier about getting to pit road, pit crew performance, and one lap. If you pit 1 lap before your competitors, you are going to pass them with a fresher tire. It's just what's too early. We normally see guys pit somewhere between lap 215 and 220. So we still got, although I don't know, about 30 laps from here.
I don't think we've given enough credit to Chris Buescher just yet. The RFK racer is in 7th position.
Did USA crash out? Did USA Network seriously just crash out?
Super tight right there, has come out of the gas. Now look at the away from him. That was a half a second slower that lap when Denny Hamlin had to have that lift. Now he's starting to run him back down.
Yeah, the USA Network just crashed out right there.
Tyler Reddick's in a much improved position in this third stage. How far forward can he go?
When it comes to your wireless plan,
Funny enough, I said Chase Elliott was going to win this race in my playoff predictions video, so I would be a half winner, I guess.
you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them.
Oh,
Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
$7 for coffee? Nah. How about Sonic's salted caramel toffee iced coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the price. You want to live free?
My heart has two chambers. One for my family, one for my Kohl's Cash.
Follow your heart all month. Enter for a chance to win Kohl's Cash and get epic deals on fall favorites now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Cold package one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coolers Light. Choose Chad. Since the factory clean, by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Pod's last sale of the summer is almost over. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until September 29th. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss your last chance to save up to 30%. Book at pods.com.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JVC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Got a great car, great team, go execute. No matter what happens, they get your money. We are high on the leader now.
7 years ago, this man drove to victory lane. Chase Elliott at Kansas Speedway. Can he do it again today to lock himself into the round of 8? 19 laps led so far today for the driver of the night, the KellyBlueBook.com Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. And Steve, you alluded to it earlier. Qualifying means so much these days. And this guy, and Alan Gustafson and the team, have had to dig themselves out of in the teens and sometimes the 20s and just low qualifying positions. Well, today I see him at the front of this pack. So with 75 to go, let's have a look at the ones to watch presented by Credit One Bank. And for me, it's this US Air Force Toyota Camry of Bubba Wallace. He has won here before at Kansas Speedway, but finished 17th.
So as of right now, Denny's plus 49. So if that's the case, heading out of the race, win, that would be a win for me.
I don't watch Tyler Reddick. It's not been the day that he's wanted. A lot of trouble on mid-road, slow pit stops. Almost had a collision also, but now he's worked himself up to 8th place. Can he find a way to get the caution at the right time, make an improvement to the car, and put himself in position to win this race? I think is going to need a win if he's going to advance in these playoffs. Well, the 24 of William Byron had a great week in New Hampshire a week ago, 3rd in both stages, 3rd in the race. He came in 47 points above the cut line, currently running 26. And where he currently stands, he's lost half of his points with an ill-handling race car. Let's listen in.
I don't know why it just does what it does. I know, just keep fighting here.
Denny's closing in. Let's go.
So the frustration on the radio of the 24 is the battle for the lead. Heat sunk, and the 24 right the ship and saves the points.
Here we go, side by side.
Here comes Denny Hamlin, top box. This is for the lead of the race, and he's through.
Slide up. Up.
Denny slides up right in front of
Woo.
him. Coming off turn 4. The 11 is back out in front. Denny Hamlin is just so impressive. We see it every week. 44 years old. Maybe the best version of Denny Hamlin we've ever seen. And yesterday, he said he feels it is possible for JGR to close the gap on Team Penske at Phoenix, because everybody's talking about once we get to Phoenix, is it kind of just a runaway? You almost got to give it to the Team Penske drivers. We're going to get to Phoenix first, right? As you said, countdown to green. Phoenix is a long way away just yet. A long way away. The checker flag of this race is a long way away. It's 70 laps. If you're Denny Hamlin right here, your goal is to put some laps together and take the pressure off from the green flag pit stop. Well, now your crew chief got to be so perfect on what lap you come. Allow that pit crew with a couple replaced members to just little less pressure. You know, it's like field goal kicking. I'd much rather have to make a 40 than a 50-yarder. It's an easier project. Well, right now, Denny Hamlin, he's trying to give his pit crew that same effect, right? Give them a little cushion so everything's not on the line. We just saw the 21 car come down pit road. He made contact with the wall, so he had to pit a little bit earlier than they wanted to. Let's talk about some non-playoff drivers. And Marty, the highest placed non-playoff driver is Chris Buescher.
Yeah, Lee, good call to give Chris Buescher a shout-out a little bit earlier. Sitting in 7th right now. They've been pretty quick on the end of this run as well. And this team has certainly got some terrific momentum going. They finished 11th or better in 5 of the last 7 races. And when I talked to Buescher about that, he said, yeah, that's nice, but it didn't get us what we wanted, which was to make the playoffs. They missed it by 31 points, but they've been impressive here late in the year, Dave.
Marty, we talked to Carson Hosevar yesterday after qualifying when he qualified in the 6th position. Are you ready to make some noise in these playoffs? He goes, yeah, I have a lot less to lose than all those other guys in the playoffs, so I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to do what I need to do. The only question comes in when you're racing a guy who is also in your same position. And Kim, earlier today, that was Zane Smith in the 38. They put on quite a show.
Yeah, and Zane Smith currently running in the 16th position, been flirting with that top 15, and although it's been a solid day, I think they will walk away a little bit disappointed. That's because this is arguably Zane's favorite track on the circuit. In fact, earlier this year at Kansas in the spring, he said, I had the best car of the year here. We worked off that. Good yesterday in practice. They thought they were going to have a top 10 car here today. But right now, the balance has just gone too tight. That car is plowing, and he can't do what he wants with it.
Christopher Bell.
So far, this race has been pretty solid and definitely better than back in the spring.
Pursuit of his teammates. It's like the close of the second stage. Chase Elliott's fallen off the court a fair amount the last several laps. He has been much slower than the 11 and the 20, and also Mo Wallace behind him and running him down. Zach Burns, tell us more about Elliott.
We need the driver, the crew chief up here to do a little bit of analysis with this. Earlier in the race, the right rear was crappie. He called it T-R-O-P-P-Y, crappie. And then complained about the rear a little bit later on. He just said on the radio after he got passed for the lead, I was as easy as I could be on it. And after he had the lead, he was unable to hold off Hamlin. So, driver, what's going on there? He's trying to present.
Oh, Larson a little loose.
Sounds like it. These guys right here, they're going at it. You saw the 21 on new tires go flying by him. I think we talking about the right rear. It just doesn't have grip. Like it's leaning and the car's working the right rear too much. So what he was saying is I tried to save the right rear. I tried to not run it 100% to make sure that I could be fast at the end of the long run, but it didn't do it. He still ended up getting on the right rear, and now it's cost me.
And business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family.
Oh, it sounds like someone can use a vacation.
A what? A vacation, like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Or like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. Yeah. Or like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on one either.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JVC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's. Don't miss Ashley's Super Sleep Weekend, September 26th through the 29th. For 4 days only, receive up to $300 Ashley cash with select mattress purchase. Plus get 0% interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Friday through Monday only. Only at Ashley.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just send me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you can just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away. Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
The loaded Italian has
I'll try and get by
flavors
Chase
with an
there.
Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meats.
On paper, it's easy. Win and advance. But the truth is harder.
Yeah, Bubba just got by Chase there.
12 drivers remain, hoping to match dreams with destiny. Claim a cup from history. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Charlotte Roval, live on USA.
$59 laps to go in the Hollywood Casino 400. Denny Hamlin out in front by less than a second. His teammate Christopher Bell second, and then Bubba Wallace has moved his way into third. Tell us more, Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, let's talk about his crew chief, Charles tonight. This is his first year as a Cup crew chief, first Cup playoffs. He's done truck playoffs. This is a totally different ballgame. He told me everything's amplified. The competition, the stage, the emotions, but he is no stranger to pressure. Racing is actually Denight's second career. Before NASCAR, he was a Bronze Star Medal recipient, engineer officer in the U.S. Army. And after 9 years in the Army, Denight decided he wanted to give racing a go. Now, he did grow up next to a family who raced short tracks, including against one of his now bosses, Denny Hamlin. So the move wasn't random. He started on the K&N Pro Series tour and then worked his way up through the ranks, spent time in the Truck Series before moving to Bubba's crew chief this year. He was winning races while flying under the radar. And guys, I think we can agree he is very much in the spotlight right now.
Absolutely, and today doesn't just prove it, right? This
Oh, no. JJ Yaley.
Let's see what he does in the grass. I would thought we were going to see some green flag cycles, not so much. The 44 brings the yellow out, the slow spin through. But what I was saying about Denike and Bubba Wallace, just remember how vocal Bubba was at the beginning, and for good reason. That car wouldn't run inside the top 10. Now here he is, third with great speed. I think there's 2 examples. JJ Yaley, let's have a look at what happens, and we'll talk more about Bubba Wallace. Keep your eye on the 44. Ross Chastain is on his inside. Carson Hocevar coming through as well.
Oh, Hocevar just got in the back of Yaley just a bit.
Catching the 44 in the rear bumper.
There's contact right there. We'll be happy with that.
I mentioned the pit cycle. One car had come to pit road. It was Ty Gibbs. We'll see where he scores and if he's the free pass or not. We'll have to wait for NASCAR to tell us who exactly is going to get awarded the free pass.
JJ Yaley did not want this caution, but I'm going to tell you who did is William Byron.
Yeah.
He is struggling. We've covered it. He was 24th. There's only one car between him and the leader from going a lap down. So,
yeah, have a good pit stop here.
And remember all that pressure that Denny Hamlin could take off his pit crew by having a big gap. Erase all of that. Now it's toe-to-toe
down pit road, 4 tires for everyone. You hope you don't need to make adjustments because as fast as these pit stops are, any wrench in the rear window does slow down a pit stop. You have to turn period, do a lot of work on a pit stop. You hope you can just do it with air pressure. And they are all lined up. First goal, no penalty, no loose wheels. You cannot go to the back of the field with 25. There'll be 26 cars on the lead lap. So how fast you go, how hard you go, because remember, a win is an automatic advancement. It hasn't been a great day on pit road for the 20 car. See if they can clean it up and have a good stop here. Bubba Wallace, his pit crew ranks 3rd on the year. He's coming in 3rd. Chase Elliott has the best pit crew throughout the year. He'll be pitting 4th.
For all the pit stop practice that happens at the respective shops midweek.
Here we go.
It is such a pressure cooker situation for these crew members on weekends when they have to perform. And it's split-second precision and the pressure's on. They practice at the respective shops, but you don't get to practice in this pressure cooker situation. And it's the ultimate form of pressure where, and it underscores, Jeff, you're constantly saying this, that it's a team sport, right? And that's, so much comes down to the stops. And for those crew people, they're incredible.
It does, and obviously the pit crew is extremely important, but the driver's got to do his job too. He's got to get the car in the box at the right space, at the right speed. If the driver doesn't do all that right, it throws the timing off of everybody.
Here they come. Dave, pit road is coming alive.
And even Cruzzi's playing Alan Gutsis will roll out the right, left, rear. So Chase needed something to hang on a little bit better and not abuse that right grip. That was the adjustment they made with there again.
Not right, Bubba Wallace. My lateral grip has gone away. Needs some longevity. Then bottom left is
Come on.
really close. He has pressed back, but he told us Ricky Stevens, do not tighten it up too much, Marty.
Denny Hamlin told Chris Gale, I probably pushed too much.
Go, 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 go.
I'm trying to catch the 9. I've lost some right front grip.
All right, first off.
Win the race off pit road. Remember we talked to Lee about him having the throttle sticking earlier, that issue? Now he says I have a steering issue as well in the 11. That was sticking under this caution.
Phenomenal stop by the 23 team. Bubba Wallace was able to leapfrog and slots in behind this guy. Denny Hamlin remains out front.
And big tip-off, October 21st, only on NBC and Peacock. Are we supposed to play them?
you're anywhere close to Charlotte, North Carolina, we look forward to seeing you next weekend for the Roval. It is chaos guaranteed. It'll be a fun weekend, but on the business side of things, it's a cup race. And it's a full weekend with the freaking Yankees that we'll see there. There is a pretty major story about the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Tell us more, Marty.
Yeah, we talked about the steering issue, Lee. It's gotten worse. Listen to the radio just moments ago.
Yeah, if I try to swerve, if I turn to the right, it goes click. I'm so paranoid it's going to deep brake something.
Dang it, this is just like Homestead back in 2023.
Denny Hamlin said the power steering is wrong on the 11. I go back to Steve, what Denny told me earlier this week. We've had such a great car here over the years at Kansas. We have had multiple mechanical issues. They have one in the spring. They've had two today. Would this cost Hamlin the win if the power steering is not working? He just told Chris Gale, I don't know what to do. Gale said, nothing I can do to help you for now.
Yeah, I mean, rapid pinion steering, once the hydraulic assist goes out, you're dead in the water. You are not going to be able to drive it like a standard steering box. It's a little bit tough. Let's take a look at 45 of Reddick. Bang.
Oh.
A couple big shots into the rear bumper of the 17. We'll have to see if there's any damage to the nose.
The trouble that Denny Hamlin has is he's leading this race. And he has started on the front row. What happens when he drives into the corner into turn one at full speed?
And Papa Wallace is going to be on his outside. His teammate Christopher Bell's right behind.
Let's just pray, man. Green flag, let's go.
Back to racing. 52 laps to go here in Kansas. How bad is this situation for Hamlin?
Oh, the big wreck.
Big crash into turn one.
Big crash.
Caution's back out. Logano's involved.
Cindric.
Gregson. Hocevar. Stenhouse Jr. Left for a little bit. Don't be that bad.
Logano. That's huge. AJ Allmendinger.
Several of these guys are having really good days.
What happened? Let's find out.
Mid-pack.
Looks.
That green and white 4-car was the first one to kind of change lanes, but it was because of the stack up.
Let's see. Oh, it looks like the Ford tried to squeeze a hole and just
ping-ponging off each other.
Yeah.
Gregson got into Logano, went the other way, got into Cindric. Cindric then got into his own teammate.
TV's bumpering. Well, looks like Kyle Busch might have done a piece of it. Logano, of course. Cindric. That was crazy.
Now let's look above. That row 8 is where it all starts.
Looks like Gregson got into who was that?
I just feel like
Stenhouse?
as quickly as
Yeah.
anticipated, they all started kind of just banging into each other. There's another shot.
Yeah, somewhere around.
Yeah,
38,
Gregson.
38. That row kind of checked up. Then the
What a restart crash that was.
Very wounded. You saw the ping ponging that he was doing off of everyone there on the front straightaway.
Looks like Cindric is cooked.
Obviously, several ways you can lose power steering. Contact is another one of those. So they'll try to patch it where they can here and see if it is rollable.
They did not get out of that incident. David Free does have damage along the right side, not in the something to keep an eye on for one for our testing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really surprising this doesn't happen on more restart. Just as hard as everybody pushes and shoves. This pit road being open, I'm kind of waiting to see.
Lost no Dylan with damage.
We had all those radios about no real power steering. Unless you think you're missing a power steering belt or fluid would be the issue, I think that's the only reason you would come down pit road. I mean, no other real mechanical things can be repaired in any sort of reasonable amount of time. With 49 to go, I think the 11 is just going to have to ride it out.
Didn't actually see Austin Dillon in all of those replays, but clearly his car is heavily damaged. Once.
That big crash. Wow.
Okay, guys, instead of getting WeatherTech, I saved a
All right, I'm back. Oh boy, let's just hope it lasts.
They cycled the car. That was Dale's suggestion. They cycled the car for me. See if that fixes anything. Any hams that I did. It didn't fix anything. It did confirm I have zero power steering. The last restart worked out pretty well. can this one work out? Only 48 to go and having the dominant car today, Steve, no shot they would bring him back down pit road to get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't pit from the front row. I can't imagine he'll be able to keep the position. As I was mentioning, this is a rack opinion, so this big silver item
Power
right here, that's basically the steering component. You see the hydraulic line, so unless the hydraulic line, normally it's this component that kind of gives up. It has a bunch of different functions. It has some
Man, but this is if this is just like Homestead Miami, then that back a couple years ago. How come when we're always in the playoffs, a mechanical failure has to take us out? This is the second time now. Way to go, JGR.
These are nearly impossible, just the way the mechanics work on a rack opinion. Yeah, a little bit of practice on what it's going to feel like into turn one on that last restart. 46 laps to go here in Kansas. And Denny Hamlin leads the field of green.
Bell just had a better restart.
And Christopher Bell, what's it like in turn one? Again, had a rehearsal before. Here goes Chase Briscoe around on that high side, up near the fence. It's three GR Toyotas at the front of the pack, but Elliott on the inside. Wallace is stuck in the middle there.
Contact.
They brushed on entrance to turn three.
Slide up. Clear.
So far, 5 for Denny Hamlin. And if you're a Tyler Reddick fan, you are loving the sight of that 45 back towards the front. This is where he was in stage one, running 5th. And still got a chance to stay alive in the playoffs. That Best Pro Shops Toyota, the 19 of Chase Briscoe. Goes the low side. On Bubba Wallace. To successfully make it 3 JGR Toyotas in the top 3 position. But Bubba says, not just yet. I'm not willing to relinquish that top 3 spot.
Toyota all has top 5s. Oh, contact. This is getting good, man. This is getting good.
Behind them, Ross Chastain, Zane Smith, Chris Buescher. Let's have another look at that Briscoe moment. Yeah, Briscoe up the racetrack. Bubba Wallace watching up the racetrack.
Briscoe in the wall.
Contact.
No contact with from Wallace, though.
A little too much track. I think he's okay there, Steve. Yeah, I don't think the dam's just too heavy. I think when that 23 gets close to the left rear, it kind of gives that 92 a little bit tight right there. Fast lap of the race just run by Denny Hamlin. Bell and Briscoe all kind of filled in there. Denny's currently the fastest. If he has no power steering, then this is amazing to me. I'm wondering if it hasn't come back a little bit, or just maybe he's somehow finding a way to muscle it around there, but continues to lead the field.
Oh, Alex Bowman with trouble.
He has also had steering issues today. There was some contact at the back of your pack, midway here. So he's just going to get the pit road without it being a yellow. Here's what's happened. Oh, no. Yeah, he was in a bad spot. He was on the outside.
Yeah, Bowman just got squeezed there.
A Shane Van Gisbergen at the 88. I feel like William Byron got SVG kind of up the racetrack there. Williams been struggling with his car. See right there? Williams was kind of pushing SVG up the track. And unfortunately for Bowman, he was in the wrong place. What a change of fortune, though. Byron all the way up to 13th with an ill-handling race car with Logano in that accident. He's all the way down to the cut line and only 9 above. Go back to the front. You know, the power steering may not be completely out, Steve. Yeah, maybe it's just unpredictable. And when that could become a factor is that tires start to wear out. And you got to start putting wheel in the car, driving like it's loose, having to be quick with the steering wheel. At that point, it may become more of an issue. And if it is a hydraulic assist issue, Marty, under low RPM, like a restart or pit road, you can have no power steering. But then when you get up to speed and the car has higher RPM, some assist may come back.
That's a terrific point, Steve. I just asked Chris Gale a moment ago, there's battles all over the racetrack. I said, do you think it's hanging back a little bit Once he's up to speed, he said, I have no idea. Denny has not said a word. This team has fingers crossed, hoping they can get it to the end here.
Yeah, so there's a power steering pump that's driven by a belt that you can imagine, higher engine RPM, spinning the pump faster. So, you know, there's a million things it can be. All I know is regardless of what's going on, the 11 has a 0.6 of a second lead over the 20. If you're a Hamlin fan, cross your fingers and hope the steering holds out. If you're a Bell fan, you have a glimmer of hope that maybe the 11 will have more of an issue. And I will say, if he has any sort of steering issues as tire wear, Jeff, I would think it'd get harder and harder, right? You need to have more and more feel. It's the worst time when you lose power steering, when the car starts driving poorly. Good racing all over the place. That bottom right box with Chastain and Busher and Zane Smith running in 10th. Great day for him.
Great deal. Now you can order a foot long in the Subway app and get another for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP Rewards members. Just $1. Get your favorite sub plus one. Subway, eat fresh, eat good.
I'm in Texas. Legal Eagle from Liberty Mutual helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance. And his branded look is the gentleman under the security guard. Only paying for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty. Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
Winging isn't everything. It's the only thing that is winning. A wing with no bone is no less a wing.
Drop it knowledge like it's your job.
Again.
Push guy, bold and smooth spinal skills. To avoid going in circles, take note of recognizable landmarks. Like that. What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. Head for the mountains.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. That's the rule.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering house.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right. Buy one hand smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
French toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
That's one of the sleepovers the next house. That's what the game's on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compromise.
What?
Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-view?
The best college and pro games all in one place. I'm not going anywhere.
Have you tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe, but I can't tell you, but I think you're going to be happy.
I'm gonna go with everything on the menu.
I'm Braun Strowman. I've traveled the world wrestling for WWE. From hidden culinary gems.
Don't want this to stay in my mouth forever.
To hometown legends across the country. Wow. There's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it.
Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman premieres Friday, October 24th on USA.
Denny Hamlin in the Sport Clips Toyota Camry leads this NASCAR playoffs run here in Kansas, presented by Valvoline. Go just over 1 second lead over Christopher Bell. While we're in the break, a couple of things occurred. Let's show you some replays. Kyle Busch first up in the Cheddars Chevrolet for RCR. He's up in the fence, but he is not the only one. Here's a different look at it. He downshifted. He was in the wall for so long. He downshifted to get some more speed going. I said he wasn't the only one. The other one, Steve, Kyle Larson. Yeah, trying to just rip ride, trying to keep that momentum. And, you know, we've seen this before with wall kind of pulls you in after you make initial contact. And look how long the 5 is riding against the wall. It's a nice job getting off from it. No word on the radio about any vibrations or damage. And he has yet to come to pit road. So Larson, who was 7th when he made contact with the wall, currently.
That was Denny Hamlin a moment ago, Steve. He said, I don't know how much longer I can hold it. That's what Hamlin said. 29 to go. He's hanging on for all he can. He's been the dominant car today. Kansas and State Fitness 11 team so many times over the year. This could be a pivotal moment in the championship hopes for Denny Hamlin.
So obviously some sort of a manipulation with the steering still exists after that radio. whether he has none or some, it is absolutely not 100%. So we're just going to have to see if the 11 can somehow muster enough strength to make it happen behind the wheel and see if the issue gets any worse.
Jeff, what's that like for a driver?
Well, first of all, it was the fastest lap with no power steering. But what you heard him say is, I don't know how much longer I can hold on. So, you know, he is obviously able to do it, but can you do it for 28 more laps? Physically, is it possible for Denny Hamlin to do it? This is where all the time spent in the gym, all the time spent training, all that comes into play right here. But there are times when it doesn't matter. Like if this were to happen to Bristol, you can't do it. Yeah. You physically can't do it. But this at a mile and a half racetrack,
Dude, this is.
Look, like a win would be amazing. You know, there's still 23 cars in the lead lap. So you look at Denny Hamlin, it says advanced as the leader, but he basically is tied with Larson in points. Marty.
I want to translate what all's going on. Chris Lambert told Denny Hamlin, I thought it was a brilliant piece of advice from a veteran spotter, Jeff. He said, do me a favor, wiggle your fingers down each front stretch, down the front stretch and the back stretch. And that was Denny Hamlin saying that, I'm trying. Because something to kind of keep the circulation going for Denny Hamlin in his arms, because clearly he's fighting it right now.
Yeah, sometimes you can even take, down the straight, the back straightaway probably not the front. You take one hand off of the wheel, right? Stretch out your arm, stretch out your hand. Then the next lap, take the other one off. Stretch out your hand, stretch out your arm. Whatever you can do.
Come on, let me see.
This 11 car, the last few laps, the 20 has been about a tenth of a second quicker.
On the box, William Byron.
Where?
Keselowski, Ross Chastain, you're talking about 11th, 12th, and 13th. And while 13th doesn't sound sporty for William Byron, that's a lot better than
Clear.
this race. He was
20 to go when you get here. Everything you got, no gain out back.
They made some changes that have worked. Tell us more, Kim.
Yeah, and you see Ross Chastain battling for that 11th position. Currently, as they run.
Oh my gosh.
They came into the comeback today. Regardless of what they did today, the points they gained, crew chief Phil Cernan said the Roval is not going to be an easy point standing-wise. Short of the win, we are not comfortable. Well, the win is outside their window here today. Max points was priority 2. They did that in stage 1 and stage 2, earning stage points. They've lost some track position though today. Right now,
Come on, man. 20 more laps. I'm too anxious to listen to the radio.
He was not. 11 cars were, so there were 11 more spots, and he was able to move up. He's learned how to drive whatever it is they've been in the 24 here and drive it well enough to stay close to the top 10 now. Well, brilliant turnaround. Let's have a look at an earlier replay. This battle, this three-car battle, but specifically between Chastain and William Conrad.
It should be today. There's been a lot of drivers, very aggressive.
This is Kyle Larson trying to fend off Chris Buescher. This is 7th and 8th. 22 laps to go here in Kansas. Denny Hamlin dominated today. When he crosses the line this time, it will be his 150th lap led today. It's been a remarkable performance for the most successful driver at this racetrack, the 4-time winner. If it becomes 5 in 21 laps' time, that will be an incredible drive with the challenges, with the power steering, and the exhaustion, the physical exhaustion.
Second oldest driver in the field at 44 years old. A huge physical challenge for him.
He's maintaining about 0.8 of a second to a 1.1 second lead consistently over his teammate Christopher Bell. But Steve, there is still a long way to go with 20 laps left.
Yeah, and as I was saying before the update from Marty, a win is absolutely the goal for the 11. But what a day it has been. Winning both stages, earning so many points. And I think at this point, while 60 wins has always been his target, and what a way it would be to get it. You mentioned his age, Jeff, of fighting an ill mechanically working race car with the steering.
It's been a great day. You still want to see the car fail you at the wall and give up points, even if you have to fall back to second, third, or fourth. You didn't see that graphic earlier? A 60th win.
Like I said, if we just somehow, if we leave here, my goal for Denny Hamlin was to race to exit Kansas plus 40. So I won't be I won't be that bothered if we don't win. It's because of this ill handling car, but man, I just want to be in a good points position heading into the Roval. That's all I ask for.
At the end of the first green flag lap, and has just quietly, methodically worked his way up into a legitimate 14th. Make that 13th now as he wrestles with Chastain.
Remember how well he ran last week also. So this is what you need to see from SPG. We know how good he is on road courses. Has to close the gap on these ovals, and he's doing it.
How about we return to that pre-race story of Team Penske? Ryan Blaney, last week's winner. Here he is here in the Menards Ford, who started at the back of the pack and just kept chipping his way away. Unfortunately, he's seen his teammates getting involved in that incident in turn one, and Cindric is 5 laps down, and Joey Logano is in 23rd. Blaney is flying the flag for Team Penske in 9th. He's already through to the next round, to the round of 8, after that win last weekend. But this has been a very determined drive to just come back through the field. Not easy, Steve.
Not easy at all. And I do believe, to your point, you just can't take a week off. So that determined drive is going to show this team that it has kind of mental fortitude, what it takes, the toughness to take a backup car and drive up inside the top 10.
We showed you that riding the wall earlier, Marty, with Kyle Larson. He's stabilized now. He's got back by Busher. He's in 7th. Tell us more.
Yeah, the now words from Kyle Larson since that rush from the wall. The only transmission on the radio was Cliff Daniels saying, great job saving that. A caution has come out here with 15 to go.
Debris.
Track. Oh, yeah. Tire carcass, it looks
From
like.
Kyle Busch.
Probably from who? We saw him hit the wall a little bit ago.
Well,
so you have to believe that had something to do with this. That tire carcass is actually in the middle of the track. Yeah, right in the middle of the racetrack. There was no choice. So we saw him in the wall earlier, and then once again in the wall. Trying to 19th position.
Oh my gosh.
Once the right rear tire comes out, it comes off. That's just the carcass of the tire, and then it actually goes up and just sits right in the middle of the racetrack. So now, let's go back to Denny Hamlin. So we think that this is easy for him, right? Like, no power steering. We talked about it before. The driver has to do everything just right. He's got to get this car in the pit and out of the pit. And if he misses anything at all, he misses his marks by a foot or two, that messes up the timing of the team. So, fortunately for Denny, he's coming on pit road first. So he's not going to have to make a sharp angle around anybody or anything like that. But getting the car in the pit with no power steering, this is probably the hardest it's going to be as far as the car turning.
Talk about pressure. This final stop coming up is on.
COPD isn't pretty. From the struggle to breathe to getting stopped in your tracks. But with Trelegy, I can finally move forward. With 3 medicines in one inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of
Speedway chasing.
All right, here we go. This is it.
He needs his team to go back to the adjustments they had the run before. Kim.
Charles and I taking the call for Bubba Wallace. It's right sides only. Sounds like, and it is in fact right sides only. Christopher Bell just needs to be half number rear. Also right sides only for him.
What are we doing?
Survived 30 green flag laps. Candy gets into a stall quickly without the power steering. Has the exit. It's pretty good, but they do lose some spots here on pit road, taking the 2 tires for the 11 team.
Lost a bunch of spots. Denny Hamlin goes from the lead back to 6th place. Here's how it went down. He was up against it with that power steering issue.
Problem with the jack man. Remember, a different jack man this week because of the suspended crew members' problems setting the jack.
Pit crew choked it. The pit crew choked it.
When my doctor gave me breast treatment,
Ah.
I noticed things changed.
Stop, watch the jack man right here. He's going to go in if he pause it right there. He misses the jack stop. So now he has to reset if we roll it forward slow. Watch this. He tries. He has to slide it forward. Now he has to let the jack back down. This is taking seconds. The entire pit stop should only take 4. Denny Hamlin in the end, a 2-tire pit stop that takes, wow, nearly 5 seconds. Everyone else is doing it in 3 and 4 seconds. You see the disappointment on the pit crew's face. They had such the body language. They had such a great day. Denny Hamlin now will restart in the 6th position. Remember, no power steering, clean air. They can kind of overcome it. This is going to be an absolute huge battle for the driver back in traffic. Let's listen into the 11th.
All right, obviously, not great. You battled your butt off so far. We're going to think about 9 more laps about whatever you can here.
Stop.
9 seconds was the 2-tire stop. My data I was looking at was incorrect. 9 seconds, when everybody else is doing 4 to 5 second 2-tire stop. I mean, basically, he could have done 4 tires in the same amount of time.
That says most random PFP fell on my phone.
Christopher back, and they stepped up and got that ring Toyota Camry out first. There have been some penalties.
I saw it. The race was starting at 6 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah, until I saw it, I'm like, no, that's too good to be seen.
Well, then he had the then he, in my opinion, had the fastest car today and led the most laps. Unfortunately, had a power steering issue. He's still in the race. Power steering issue, 6th, but his pit crew cost him the lead.
Yeah.
So let's just see what happens. Bubba Wallace is in a good position. Tyler Reddick as well. Hopefully 2311 Racing can step up There we go. Oh, more contact. Contact.
Who's sneaking through on the inside there? Chase Elliott. Elliott as Hamlin was in the middle. Then he moves up. Look at that light blue Kelly blue.
Bubba Wallace. No way. If Bubba actually wins.
I mean, he can win that Kansas. He's done it
Yeah,
like a few times before anyway.
Oh, Carson Hocevar around.
Yep.
Caution. Where's... There it is.
Yeah, I'm not done waiting for this race, by the way. Since I've only saw like the last 10 laps.
Yeah, Hocevar. Yeah, he just... Yeah. Also just got him in the wall, and I think... Did Busher get him? I don't know if this Busher got him or not. I don't know.
Dude, in my opinion, I think they should do the Kansas race around this time at night.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Because all the best races at this has probably been that night, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on. Elliott had a couple good runs with those four tires, and they got stalled out a couple times.
But Wallace did a great job on the outside to keep the fight with Christopher Bell. The inside lane has worked most of the day. And not that time.
Have a look at that picture there. In the top four cars, two of them are 2311 Toyotas. The two guys who were in the last two positions coming into this playoff race, last two positions in the playoff point structure, and needed something today. And they've given themselves a chance. And this guy and his team, Tyler
Getting by 2311 Racing, Pat back.
phenomenally well. And in the top five, stage one, as far back as 23rd, and then now back in the mix in fourth. He said really didn't want to go to the Roval, needing to do something special. Well, we don't know that. We don't know that yet because he's still got a chance of winning. And now, when we complete this, all eyes will be on the Roval next weekend.
The show is the race here on the road. Every year, there is something that happens in the race that makes it memorable. Christopher Bell.
The past two Roval races have just been eh.
There you go. Good job, guys. Hell yeah.
Next week. Huh? Sleep in your own beds. What a great race that has turned into.
Oh, man.
Look at the points. Look, Elliott, there's only 4 points to the good. Byron only 19. That's nowhere near.
I'm just watching on Twitch because I want to play up on my PS5.
And he has fought back, and now he's sitting there running 13, trying to gain as many points as he possibly can. Remember that 23 came into this race last in the playoff grid, 27 points behind. Winning this race cures all that, makes New Hampshire go away. He would advance.
That's all with Bubba Wallace winning. Right, Jeff, to your point, if Bell can get by Wallace, the points change completely again because then Bubba goes all the way back down in the red below the cut line.
It's crazy how every year we see 1 point matter. We see ties, we see 1 point.
Pick of the day, right? Danny Hamlin's led 160 laps.
Oh yeah, I want to say this about NASCAR 25 since no one has said. The AI at the super speedways are kind of like NASCAR 21 almost.
Power steering than any car I remember. In this style car, we've seen no power steering kind of be the end of opportunity. Somehow this 11 car is fighting through the issue. It's just quite remarkable what they're able to pull off. Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace in that lead position. Remember, the day did not start out great. Didn't like his car, but he's harnessed that frustration from earlier in the race. The team has made the car better. Right now, the biggest concern for Bubba Wallace is the choose and then the restart. Take a listen to the radio.
But dude, I tell you one thing. When they come out with the next NASCAR game, it's not have to be 2027, 2028. Because they'll have to completely overhaul the class physics. In all these gameplays I saw, the class physics that's just not even that good. It's just like the heat games.
Did you, when you get 25, are you going to get the standard or the gold? I pre-ordered the standard already.
That's a really good question because I don't know about this game. I have a feeling. I don't know.
Yikes. Okay, William Byron's rebound continues. He runs 9th before they do the choose. And here's why. He was told before the last pit stop that 2 tires would be an option.
They're done. If they have fixed the AI sometime before it comes out, I guess I'll buy it.
Crazy turnarounds today. Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Tyler Reddick.
It's like we're going to overtime. Goodness.
Go choose that time.
And from what I've seen, I think the game's gonna feel like NASCAR 09 a bit, and I don't like that.
Now, I personally don't think this is going to be the greatest NASCAR game of all time. I think this is only going to get better from here. Now, I think next year's game, if they even do release a game next year, I think it'll definitely be better than this one. I know there's some features out like burnout. You can burnout after a race win. There's no burnouts. Trying to think of any other features that we're missing. I don't know. That's the only one I can think of.
And plus, they don't have some of the let's say waste in the game either. So I'm like, dang.
Like Mexico.
Also, are we having fantasy slots? I want to see some fantasy slots in the game.
I don't believe so.
Dude, I got an idea. What if every month we did a slot DLC that has one wheel slot and 3 fantasy slots or something?
All right, going to the choose rule.
See, what's another thing I want to say about NASCAR 25? It doesn't feel like NASCAR 15 mixed with NASCAR 09 a bit. And that's just with the Slavian physics.
It really flips it. Papa said on the radio, we got to flip the script here. Well, this would really flip the script.
But dude, I have to actually play the game to tell you. You know?
It's all about the launch. What happened on the last restart was that Bubba did a great job of launching.
This is gonna be a wet fest over time.
Let's just wait and see what happens.
He leaves and has an advantage. That is what you've got to do here. You cannot let that 20 car enter turn 1 next to you.
This is gonna get good. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And we have said this many laps ago.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, well.
Green. Green flag.
my god, what happened? And my laptop is acting retarded. Oh no. What? What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck?
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
Here comes 3 wide. Here comes Briscoe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's dicey. Way to go, Bubba. Come on. Come on, Bubba. The 2-touch. Caution's out. What the heck? Holy crap. What the fudge?
Yeah.
What the fudge? Holy crap. What? Shut the heck up. How did that even happen? Man, what? Dude, remember what you said about when we always do live race reactions, something crazy happens?
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? What even happened? What the actual heck even happened?
I don't know. Dude, I don't even know. I don't know how a flip like that happens. Let me grab the slips. I want to in my face or something.
This is.
A replay for you, but to see what happened. Josh
Barry's out of the car.
Last week's runner-up was involved.
Huh?
Man.
That's something straight out of the 2000s. You know what that reminds me of?
Wait, isn't it? What?
Remember that? Remember when I forgot who it was? Who saw the 38?
Was it Truex?
Who saw the 38 back in the 2000s and Xfinity? I forgot.
Oh, sorry, Nemechek got him. I don't know. Nemechek just. Oh, Zane Smith just got squeezed up there. Just like what happened back in, I think it was Truex at Richmond or something. That was like back at Richmond in 2007, but.
Yeah, it was the 2000s race. They also had it happen at Bristol once with the same numbers on too. Not in Cup.
Yeah, just got squeezed up there.
The National Series, or whatever it's called at the time.
Oh my gosh. Nemechek just got destroyed. Looks like it.
These are very, very tough tumbles against the asphalt.
Dude, I had a feeling that we went down the flip at Amos Super Speedways, but it was going to happen at 1.5 mile this one.
When Nemechek went back across the racetrack, he got into Barry and shot both of them up to the right.
Also, I'm going to say something. I'm going to look like a spoke because I spoke.
So it's something like through turn 4.
I think this is. Oh my goodness.
It's vicious.
Oh my goodness.
Noisy.
Wow. Wow. All I gotta say is just wow.
He has head surrounds. It limits the movement of the head, so your head cannot get to the left side of the car. Watch this. It's pretty weird. Like Nemechek just gets in there, just gets into the left rear quarter panel, and then he just climbs the wall. And Nemechek across the racetrack gets into Josh Berry. Well, Nemechek just misjudged the entry speed.
You know what? I won the in-car audio from like all the slides from seeing that.
Oh my goodness.
Things happen so quickly when they first happen, but this takes forever when you're in that car. This part.
Oh my gosh. That is.
So Nemechek tagged Ty Gibbs before he came down.
That was
Josh Berry as well.
Wow.
Jeff mentioned it earlier.
Yep, we're under red here.
We're under red flag conditions here in Kansas.
And rightfully
if you're
so.
just joining us, did get out of the car with the assistance of the AMR safety team.
I did not expect that whatsoever.
Me neither, man. Me neither. I didn't.
Quick break here. One more look at it, right of your screen there. Zane Smith on his side, eventually went upside down, a couple of flips.
And Zane Smith was actually having a pretty decent race for his expectations. Wow. That was insane stuff.
When my doctor gave me breast treat for my COPD, I noticed things changed. My heart rate getting better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flares.
Breast treatment replaces the rescue table for some breathing problems. Small flask let your doctor review the heart condition or high blood pressure before taking. Take breast treatment prescribed. Breast treatment increases risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems hearing, vision changes, or eye pain.
Ask your doctor about breast treat.
Oh, goodness.
Like the world famous fried mozzarella you just got.
I'm gonna open up X and see what people are saying about it. Do you realize we haven't seen something like that in Woes now?
Yeah, I know. Like
that's something that happened in like the 2000s or the 90s.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Put a clip of Saint Smith doing up on the wall and riding it, and he put in the little cap saying, "Hey, take a look at what he did."
Oh my goodness. Let's go to the here. They're showing the replay of the restart. Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, like I was saying, a flip happening.
Yeah, look at Byron. Man, Byron had a crap car today, and he's already up in the top 10.
That means you give me a permission slip for me to do what I got to do to win this race. Hard to believe this 38 car is 3,500 pounds. It goes up and runs, what, a quarter mile, sliding on the left side door that's plated. And then right here, it tumbles like a model car. Doesn't even look like it can be.
I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
It goes up and runs, what, a quarter mile, sliding on the left side door that's plated. And then right here, it tumbles like a model car. Doesn't even look like it can be real. When it lands, if you look at the left side, though, look how intact it is. You can imagine what Zane Smith is seeing and smelling and thinking as you know, as you say, he's dumped it in. But what is he, a foot off the asphalt? 18 inches from your headrest as the asphalt going by at 100 miles an hour, spark flying sideways.
After all this, goodness.
Yeah.
This race was originally going to be just solid, but I think we might have ourselves an incredible finish.
Yeah.
Where the driver's helmet is, right? This is part of the head surround. That is connected to the seat. There's one on both sides of the driver's head. So you can see that head surround. It's a good 2 inches from the window net at the very back.
I said he was a foot from the asphalt. I don't know. That doesn't look like a foot right there. I'm going to say it's about 6 inches from the asphalt.
So, but that head surround is made out of carbon fiber. Very, very strong. It does not move. It essentially is very, very stiff. The foam, where you see the Monster Energy logo, that foam, that's the energy absorbing material. It moves. So when the driver makes contact, that foam moves, lets the driver's head absorb some energy, takes the movement away, slows everything down, but the head surround itself, it doesn't move. It is very, very stiff.
And there's actually a rule. So NASCAR has a device they put in here, and they measure the head rest.
All right, we're back under yellow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they know where it is relative to the window net and some of the bars,
and how far the helmet is from it. There's rules. The closer you can get those head surrounds to the helmet, the better it is, because it limits movement. So there's a rule they have. It has to be a certain distance from that helmet, both left and right. They check it every single week.
and so here in the stands, here in the heartland, you have the round of applause as the cars fire up. We get ready to go into the second phase of overtime. This Kim Coon.
Yeah, you guys talk what is or isn't expected about teammates between the 20 and the 19. What about the 23-11 teammates? Remember, before the last restart, Bubba Wallace had this perfect scenario with his teammate Tyler Reddick pushing him. What did Bubba think of Reddick's performance during that restart? Take a listen to the radio.
Dang it.
Good job, man. Good job. That kind of thing. Sorry, we'll come again. But,
so Bubba not happy with his teammate Tyler Reddick. You heard his spotter, Bubba's spotter, Frank Kraft, say, I'll go talk to Nick. That's Nick Payne. That is Tyler Reddick's spotter. So, Jeff, as you look at this restart, what do you think Bubba wanted that he did not get from Reddick?
Right, so line on the plate station right now.
Make it spaced out. The 45 actually does a better job than the 19 does. So the 45 is there. What Bubba's wanting is full contact. He's wanting him.
Do you have one stuff online?
I don't have Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, absolutely no one that I know that plays One Stuff Online is online right now. Someone help me out setting up the Diamond Single heist. Does it take forever doing that solo?
Certainly, there is no question. 23-11, if your teammate needs to win this race, but it's okay for Tyler Reddick to be the one, right? So Tyler Reddick can easy, and he can't just say, "Hey, I can't try to win this race too." What you don't want to do is do something where both of you don't win this race.
I do want to say something too. I think there's gonna be medals in NASCAR 25. I know they haven't said anything about it, but it's in all the World of Outlaws.
Dominated by the talk about how teammates race each other. Now, in the top 5, you've got 3 teammates from Jokic racing and the 2 from 23-11. So to Jeff's point, I just believe, look, if I was in this 23 team, I'd be reminding Bubba that while we should expect some help from our teammate out of the restart zone, let's not forget that this isn't a team sport. Bubba Wallace mentioned doesn't put both 23-11 cars into the next round. It only puts the car that won. So I'm with you, Jeff. I think I understand Bubba's frustration, but let's worry about us. Let's not expecting help. The difference between this week and last week is all of these guys are still playoff eligible. Yes.
All of these guys still have an opportunity to win a championship. Now, look, the other side of this is we don't know what the conversations are at 23-11 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
We might do a photo for this, so.
Hope so. It's very likely.
I can promise you.
This is
about the same time. I feel like the 20 swing the 20 somewhere at the same time.
Went on the caution and went on the red flag because it was a very scary crash experienced by Zane Smith. He's with Dave Birds now.
Lee, he's out in the infield care center. What did you just experience, smell, taste, feel?
Yeah, it was a wild ride, no doubt.
Oh yeah, NASCAR All Out's post a video now for once.
Yeah, I mean, I just get wrecked by 42.
I saw that dude with half saw up doing something different, but never mind.
Just mad at that point from how our day was going, and then this just pissed me off even more because that's what really hurt, was just flipping down the track. So, yeah, I mean, violent, no doubt, but man, such a fast speed, fast forward today, and just a bummer, you know. Right before that caution came out, we were gonna have a top 10 day racing up inside the top 10 majority of the day.
Seeing Smith almost up the Dale single experience, what? That makes no sense.
Bringing another really good car, especially at a mile and a half. So, yeah, hopefully 5 more.
Or going back to the Jews.
So we can bring some more good ones.
Glad you're okay. Wild ride after a strong run.
It's good to see that he's okay. We see the Jews pretty much exactly the same way that it worked out the last time. All right, so now if you're Tyler Reddick and you want to push Bubba Wallace, and if you're Bubba Wallace and you want to be pushed,
I hope you Wallace win, whether Hamlin wins this somehow.
know when you're going to go. Give Tyler Reddick a little bit of indication.
Hope 2311. I really hope Bubba Wallace gets his second win of the season. Especially when my birthday's coming up on Tuesday. Like, please, like, get a 2311 Racing or give 2311 Racing a dub. If 2311 Racing wins, then it's technically a Denny Hamlin win because Denny Hamlin's the owner. So, you see what I'm saying?
That's pretty wild. Okay, so one advantage that the inside guys have is Bubba Wallace puts his hand out the window and says, hey, I'm going. The guys on the outside can't see it. But if you are Tyler Reddick and you see the 20 car, his hand out the window starts motioning, you can see that and you'll know when he's leaving.
So, second line in overtime presented
There we go.
Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell. A couple of Toyotas on that front row. How will they be helped by their teammates?
Green flag. Let's go. Let's get it. They're four wide in the back. Come on, Denny.
Oh, where the fuck did Elliott come from?
Keselowski on the bottom. Here comes Christopher Bell. He's gonna have a ton. Here comes Denny. Let's go. Come on, Hamlin. Let's go. Here comes Elliott. Elliott's right there. Come on, Denny. Come on, Denny. Come on, Denny. Go bottom. Low. Come on. Let's go. Oh, no. Come on, Denny. Come on. Here comes Chase Elliott. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. What did I just... What? Oh, my gosh. Race of the finish of the year. Finish of the freaking year. Finish of the year. Holy crap. You're going all for it. That was crazy. Ah, dang it. Sucks that Denny or Bubba didn't win. Gosh, dang it. Ah, my two favorites going at it.
Dude, those last two laps, the typical race on the ones that fall in line, I swear to God. Dude, I should upload some of my ones that fall in line races that I do someday.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chase just had more momentum. Ah.
Hamlin thinks he's got it. Elliott says, no, you don't. I'm going through another round of 8 with a win.
And funny enough, I did say Chase Elliott was going to win this race in my playoff predictions. So that's a half win, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfreaking believable, man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Crazy. I am so glad I decided to react to this race, man.
Yeah, Kansas is
my two
always a great
favorites
race
coming
to react to.
Chase Elliott was NASCAR's most popular driver, is into the round of 8 with a dramatic win here at the Kansas Speedway.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
We wondered if starting up front would be a difference for this race team. They raced in the top 10 all day long, and at the end of the day, an amazing restart for Chase Elliott. When everyone was talking about the Toyota cars, it was Chase Elliott and Hendrick Motorsports.
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Dang it.
How about that Kansas race fans? Chase Elliott in victory lane and on the round of 8. Wow.
Everything worked out perfect for me. Had a great push.
No, I'll probably just little soon. Pretty soon.
Oh my gosh.
She's kind of parted and just was able to keep my momentum up. You know, that was really it. And obviously, we still had pretty good tires, you know, compared to those guys. But what a crazy finish. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I certainly did. Just really proud of our team. Had a really solid weekend. Win or no win. Really nice.
Oh man.
This is pretty cool. You know, just never take this stuff for granted because they're hard to come by. You know, and learn that the hard way. So always enjoy it. Always appreciate it. Thanks to everybody at KBB. What a great partner. Been on board for it's our 10th year together, which is pretty cool.
And remember, Denny did have power steering problems.
All right, so that's not soon away. So like, who's the finish of it?
So I didn't know what was going to happen, but I figured, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it was what it was at that point. We were both wide open corner exit. So wherever I ended up. At that point, we were all committed. So it was, really cool just to be, restart 10th and somehow land on a grid line checker is pretty neat.
Boy, what a different weekend it was this weekend for the 9 team. Alan Gustafson with the call to go with 4 tires. It paid off, and Chase Elliott made it happen at the end of the day, Dave.
Marty, what an amazing day for Denny Hamlin and almost a win.
And watch this shit, like, this round it really dirty.
This morning, obviously, Florida Nevada, you know, the win 60 for me, and, you know, we, team just did an amazing job with the car. Just really, really fast. Gave me everything I needed. Got the restart I needed. Just couldn't finish it there on the last corner. Obviously, really, really tight with the 23, and real tight, and we let the 9 win. Is it this place? It seems to be a riddle that is tough to solve.
Yeah, just mechanical failures and different things have really hindered us in years past. And we had, you know, no power steering that last run and low voltage, just a lot of things, and just couldn't. I just disappointed because I don't think I've ever had a car that good to the competition. Man, I learned from my dad.
This is the one where I do that dumbass block at.
A little too hard.
I seen.
Toughed it out best he could today, Kim.
And Bubba Wallace will have to settle for a 5th place finish after being in the lead there to take the final restarts. What do you make of how your team owner, Denny Hamlin, raced you there at the end?
Well, to even have a shot at the win the way we started, I told Post, you could have fooled me because we were not good. We missed it on the fire off speed. So I just really appreciate the team. You know, I could 2 years ago I'd probably say something dumb. I mean, he's a dumbass for that move for sure. I don't care if he's my boss or not. Go for the win. I hate that we gave it to Chevrolet there. Toyotas were super fast and proud to be driving one. I thought it was meant to be, and then it wasn't. And all positive, though, we were minus 26.
Wait, this dumbass block that I done here out of 10.
They gained
Yeah,
a
I'm
point.
doing that. I go up.
For Bubba Wallace.
I think we have just a little bit to talk about with the progressive coach right now. What do you think, fellas?
I'm just curious where the playoff points go. Oh my gosh. Well, oh man, that was the right finish of the year. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dang, it's such a shame that both. That was a great finish, but dang it, to lose like that. Oh my gosh, we were close, man. Both Bubba and Penny were close. Oh no, but well, this was a phenomenal race. Battles all races long. Had a great finish. One of the races of the year to say. Anyways, wow, this is Preston and
Dolph, it's 86.
Peace.